had salad.
Yeah.
And fed me salad, and I am impressed. Salad and tomato.
Oh, where's the salad?
Injection, fellas.
Roll out loud with Speedy and Friends.
You know who that was?
It is now time.
I owe her a check.
Content may be a little vulgar, subject matter may be a little rough, but
Robbie?
guaranteed to be funny.
Headphones are
So
doing-
sit back, get ready to ride with the Rollout Show. It is time to laugh.
Anybody move out, blow your fucking head off.
Here we are, bitch. It is Rollout Live with Speedy and Friends, and I'll get your pen.
Speedy.
Up in this.
Biatch.
House.
House. There we go. There we go.
That was not exciting. That was
His house.
horrible.
Can we do it again?
Can we do this shit again? I mean, Nick, I need a pen. Oh, should be.
Heaven high, roll out
Need a
Oh,
pen.
he has one right there, right?
No, those are markers. Again, it's Rollout Live with Speedy and Friends, and I'll be
Speedy.
up in this.
Biatch.
There you go. It's a little bit of a tangent. I didn't hear you say it.
I did. Say it one more time.
Up in this.
House.
Oh.
We're not really in the house.
Okay, what about it? One more time. One more time.
Up in this.
Studio.
I don't hear your microphone, so don't worry about it.
Studio.
Well, we gotta wait for the board guy to get there. We have a board guy. We have a board guy. Sound engineer.
In the studio.
Sounds like he's been doing it for years.
Call him the board guy. He gonna cut it up.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Try again, Tangie.
I like all these gadgets. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Up in this.
Studio.
No, I don't hear you, Mike. Maybe it's you.
What?
I don't hear your mic.
Studio.
Don't hear you.
Can you hear mine?
I'm trying not to.
Let's see.
Anyway,
Shiva, baby.
at the table for the first time, my daughter, she's a graduate
Yeah.
from Clark. We couldn't go because of the fucking pandemic. In house we got. Yes. In house we got.
Sorry.
Sorry's in the building. Seattle's on. In house we got.
What up? It's your girl Ada, aka Elote Mama.
Elote ma. You want some corn? We got the corn on sale. We're
You
gonna
didn't do
ship it
right,
out.
Speedy. You said corn, bitch. That sounded better.
I've never called her a bitch in my life.
Yeah.
No, you didn't call her.
I've
bitch. You said-
never used those words around
Yes,
Elote
yes.
mama. I never have.
How dare you?
And my daughter's here.
How
I don't say the word bitch when she's here.
Turn your back.
That's right.
Can't say it in front of you.
In house we got
Tangie Ambrose in the studio.
55.
Heaven high. I'm 55.
Man,
Yeah.
there's some 35s going. What in the green?
Yes.
Don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I'm 60. She's 55. Just figure it out. In house we got.
Robbie Perron, how y'all doing, Rollout Radio?
Now, if you do drugs, alcohol. No, I'm not saying Robbie.
Oh.
Robbie, Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah, he's
But I
Bruce
am
Lee.
your drug of choice.
Oh, too soon. Way too soon. At the marble table, the one, the only, the honorable.
Shalom to the people.
I really
My
like
son
it.
works. You all right, son?
What's up?
Sound like you
Tired.
What's up?
The
You
puppies.
up all night? Wait, man. Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, right. That's why I'm playing.
Them puppies don't know about shit. They just hungry, walk me.
Yeah, they got a little.
Gotta
fight club.
piss.
They got a little fight club going on.
Aw.
every like 2 hours. It's so funny. All they do is wake up, they fight, then they pass out, wake up, eat, fight, pass out. Then at 2 in the morning, they got a fight club. They wake up at 2 in the morning, they all start fighting. They wake up,
that means you gotta get up.
Dang.
Then they wake up at 6 and they do it again.
Oh, that sounds fun. For them.
It's cool.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
You like dogs? You have a
I
dog.
love I dog sit for people. I love dogs.
Even dogs you
I
don't know?
almost brought Cinnamon.
I'm
yes.
glad you didn't.
I almost brought Cinnamon today.
She named the boy Cinnamon.
Wow.
Is he
One,
gay?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's very masculine.
Your
Your boy
kinda tiny.
Cinnamon. And there are more boy dogs named Cinnamon.
Was he the
Excuse
same
me.
dog you brought to the Pride Parade?
The Pride. Wait, were you at the Pride
So
parade?
sometime,
I wasn't.
Tangie,
I wasn't.
sometime,
Oh, okay.
Tangie,
Why did-
Robbie
I
does
know.
jokes that we know nothing about.
Okay.
So you just have to just,
Okay.
you know. Right.
Okay.
You want to try it again? Let's try it again.
Okay,
do
go
it again.
ahead.
Do
Go
it
ahead.
again.
Wait a minute. How am I supposed to laugh or comment or
The
what?
confusion
Have
on
fun with
Tangie's face.
Have fun with it.
fun.
Okay.
And
have fun with
She
it.
was
Okay.
like,
Action.
what?
Yeah, go back to your dog named Cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
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 There's a lot of dogs in there.
Yeah.
Is he gay?
No, he's not gay. He's very masculine.
The Pride
Pride
parade.
parade, right.
No, I'm shut the fuck up.
You gonna leave
You
us
learned your lesson.
OG Sleepy Love.
Whispers. The Pride parade. That's funny.
Now, Zari, tell everybody what you went to school for.
Business administration.
Stay close to the mic.
Oh, business administration with a concentration in marketing,
Which means what?
which means business administration.
Which
with a
means-
concentration in marketing.
Which means
I never
that-
heard with concentration.
Which means
Yeah.
that she can help you get the rollout show more
Marketing.
publicity.
Actually,
She can help you take
I do
this
not
show
like your
to
tone.
another level.
I don't like your tone or delivery. Just so
That's
you know.
what that means.
That's exactly
That
what
means
that-
utilize her skills, whether you
Marketing.
She
understand or
just
not.
graduated.
And Clark is
I
all
got the
about
degree.
communications and things. So Clark is excellent.
She just
for
graduated.
talk
that.
about it.
She just-
Hello.
Talk about
Exactly.
it.
One question.
Yes.
Communications.
You just graduated from Clark.
I graduated last year. Yeah.
My no shit. My godson. No. Darius Roddy Moore. He,
Oh, okay.
Wait, you know?
I had some classes with him. Yeah.
Oh Lord,
hmm
What happened?
was he like
well-
Robbie?
Where are we going with this, right? Because Robbie always goes somewhere weird,
My God.
and the next minute he's gonna be like,
But what's
I
so
felt-
interesting? Look at what's
Yeah.
going on over here.
"Hey, he got
Yeah.
snapped. He ain't as bad as
Oh
Wanzer,
my
but he right there."
gosh.
And he's an adult.
This
too.
is
That's
like
the crazy
this is
part.
like
That's a lot of sugar.
this is a lot of Robbie.
Yeah.
are you gonna spank me?
You enjoy. Here, you go ahead.
Yeah, you eat your
Go
candy.
ahead and eat your candy. Eat
You know
your
what they say about a dude,
candy.
you know that sugar.
Eat your candy.
It's called your take.
I wasn't allowed to eat it when I was young.
You make it up for
Good
it.
reason.
But Darius did the same thing. He was business admin. When they say dual concentration, that's like we would say a first major, second major. Now
Yeah.
they call it.
Oh, I was
dual
going to say because I
Yeah.
never heard that before.
Yeah. So
I
like-
have.
Yeah.
So like my concentration,
They
that's
called
my
it that in my
focus
day,
because you know
too.
business administration you can do all types of stuff. So you could do finance or whatever, but my focus was marketing.
Yeah, I
Which
knew- I
is
knew that.
excellent.
I knew that.
That's good.
So maybe she can help me too.
Yeah.
My
Nice.
sister went to Clark and she majored in communications and she's working for Morehouse School of Medicine.
I
She
know
does
that's right.
traveling. She's in New
Oh.
Orleans. She just, you know, so that's,
Nice.
that's the
Wait a minute,
bomb.
you gotta
I'm
say you had
very
no
proud
sister.
of you.
Thank
I
you.
do. My daddy had a daughter
Oh,
and a
your
son.
other sister.
Don't worry, when she comes, she's coming on so she can set you straight because she's a
She-
hot
she
New
your-
Orleans
She's the other sister.
Clark graduate who will let you have it.
Well, hold on.
With
Sorry,
an-
I gotta get a
with
picture
an
real quick so
accent.
Darius will see you.
I don't know if he gonna remember me.
That's creepy.
We didn't
No.
talk.
I know.
He
He's
was
gonna
just
send
a
it to him right now.
classmate.
Robbie, that's not how phones work.
I don't know.
Robbie,
Right
we don't take
like
pictures of
right
strangers and
now.
go,
It's
hey, I got your friend here.
It's the sugar.
No, it's
Like
the
right
same-
now?
Darius graduated at the same time. And my niece is there now at Clark. She
I'm
plays
gonna look
tennis.
up what sugar
Okay.
does to the
Kim
body.
Thompson.
Hold on.
Kim Thompson.
Okay.
She plays tennis. She's a freshman at Clark.
That's
Speedy,
what's up.
you're
Let's go.
see, and you can tell how
my
good she is at what she does because you see how she looked interested in what he was saying.
She did?
She did.
We
she,
never looked
look.
that
No,
interested
this
in
is what
Robbie.
she did. Look, she looked, she nodded like she was really listening, and then she said,
Processing.
and then she commented on it. She said, "Oh yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah,
okay.
that's
Let's
what's
let
up.
me see if I
That was
never
good.
did it. Let's go.
Okay, watch this. Watch this.
Watch how I
So right now, Speedy, my cousin is at Morehouse.
Oh, that's dope.
And he's majoring in communications. And I got another cousin at Morehouse that's playing tennis. See, Speedy didn't do well.
No.
No.
You
Stop
didn't.
listening
No,
to
no.
that. Cousin,
He-
that's
Right?
was
No,
like,
I'm trying to listen when she
yeah.
said Speedy. I said, shit.
But you did fantastic.
Thank you.
That was excellent.
So Tangie had a Nick. So I get a call from Mari. We're gonna do a surprise birthday at her house. I'm like, all right, whatever. Now I've
Tangie's
never
house?
Mari's. I never met Mari's husband. I know she has one, but as far as I know, he comes when the bill need to be paid. I don't know. So I get there. And a little Japanese dude there. I was like, hey,
bow?
hold on.
You
Hustle,
Speedy, you about to get in trouble. You about
Hustle,
to be, let me text her right now. You about
My
to
man
get-
about 5. I'm gonna take the foul. He bought 4-3.
I would have been like,
Hello, you are reading?
Yo, we-
I'd have been like, you have disrespected my family.
So I get there and I say,
I must
okay.
destroy you.
So I guess I'm the first one to the surprise party.
Yeah.
But they 4 minutes away. I'm like, well, who's gonna show up between now and 4 minutes? So my trying to be not caught. I park my shit way down the street. I walk down, sitting in the house chilling. Again, this is the first time I met Mari's husband, so ain't no conversation going. Ooh. It's crazy.
Go ahead, keep talking.
It's
I'm
crazy.
telling on you. But
Yeah.
So anyway, we got way too plugged in. So anyway, so 4 more people show up.
There you go.
4 more people show up. Let me make sure we got that clear. 4 more people show up for the surprise party. I went, now this is the bullshit.
That's a surprise right there.
Sure enough. But here's the most beautiful thing about Tangie. She screamed like it was 400 people in that
That's how you
goddamn room.
gotta do
Nick.
it, Tangie. Turn up.
That door opened, and then we said, surprise! And she said, oh my God, Jesus! I was like, it's 4 of us.
One of y'all should have hid so it could be more.
Oh, that would
people
have been
up there.
funny.
Well, we couldn't hide because it's an open kitchen. Because Mari had the house redone, so everything is open. So ain't nowhere to hide. So we all went, surprise!
Did you talk? Did you have small talk with her husband? He was the only guy there.
He was there for a minute and then he left.
Was he the only guy there?
It was me.
That's what I'm saying. And yeah,
No, he
no,
left.
he wasn't the only guy.
He
there.
left for a minute. So I'm just in Mari's house like, okay.
Y'all didn't do small talk or nothing?
Nah, bro.
You know you go to a brother house
Yeah,
talk about
you
basketball
talk-
No.
at the game.
Nothing?
I said he was 4-1.
He is
You
not.
didn't ask him about like
Bruce Lee shit.
Y'all know Speedy
MMA?
is exaggerating. Y'all know
So what
he's
about that
exaggerating.
Naomi Osaka?
yeah, I'm sure he
She's
like
a black
Y'all
bitch.
know he's
But again, Tangie is the
exaggerating.
best ever because she screamed and yelled like it was 3,500 people in that room. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
That's Vernon.
I wanted to say happy birthday to Tangie first.
For what?
Before she get to screaming and talking crazy. Well, she don't talk crazy. Before she get to asking me 100 different questions.
That's just because I
care about
miss you, Vernon. Hey, Vernon, thank you so much for calling in to tell me happy birthday. That's really special. Thank
See,
you.
I wanted to get that out the way before I get to cussing folks out. What's going on?
Well, Vernon, I needed you at the surprise party. I would have made 5.
Let me see the men. We had Speedy,
It's 5. It's 4.
William.
Yeah.
See, I really don't do
Rodney,
surprise. I really don't.
Shelly.
We don't do surprise parties over here because you can fuck around and get shot fucking around.
Yep. Well, she couldn't hit nobody. It was only 4 of us.
Oh, that's funny.
She missed everybody. Pow. Oh, shit.
But see, let me tell you, this is what. Well,
Thank you, Vern.
wait. Let me. Okay, so this is what happened. My birthday, after my kids sang, it was wonderful. Then my BFF came and picked me up.
That would
She
be
said, "We're
Maury.
going somewhere," and
So just people know that they refer to each other as BFFs the whole time. If you're ever around them, it's kind of annoying because she goes, "My BFF," and they act like we ain't shit. But you know. Go ahead. What's your
Speedy,
story?
you my BF,
What is that?
best friend.
Aw.
All right, go ahead.
I love you, Speedy.
Tell your story.
Okay, so I go outside. I didn't know where I was going, and I see Maria Isabel in the car, who was Mari's BLF, best Latino friend.
I thought she was the maid.
And her birthday was
She's not the maid?
Speedy.
some stuff we
Why all
cannot
Latinos
say
gotta be
on
maids?
the air.
Oh,
I'll tell you the
Speedy.
truth after we get off.
I saw her cleaning up, nigga.
So she's a
Sorry.
wonderful person,
I'm
though. It's a
sorry.
long story. Anyway, her birthday is June the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm June the 4th.
Oh,
so I
got
walk
it.
out to the car, and she's sitting in the back seat, and I'm like, what's going on? I look, and there's Melanie Camacho and Tanika. And I'm like, I'm surprised. And then, because
That was your surprise?
that was, well, no, I don't want to mess up their ears. So then we're just driving, and Mari, I'd be seasick. So we drove for a couple of hours, and then they blindfolded me, and I
For 4 people.
ended up in a spa.
Oh.
And we were in like the largest salt cave in, I think they either said in California or they said in the world. I don't know, but
Where's it at?
Oh, I
it's
like
in
that.
Santa Barbara. And we
Nice.
meditated, and I made salt angels in the salt.
So what is the salt supposed to do for you?
The salt gets rid of, like those salt lamps, how it gets rid of the negativity because they have negative ions.
Yeah.
And so laying in the salt, it does.
I need them in my house.
It does a lot of stuff.
You really want one?
Oh, nice.
'Cause I got a salt
I
lamp.
don't like how you said that.
No, I have a salt lamp that I don't use anymore. I have 2 of them, and I can give
Did you
one.
make
Oh,
it or
I'll
something?
take one too.
No. I bought one.
If he
maybe
doesn't use
15
them.
years, 15 years ago. Then
Well, is it that you
I'll,
don't? No,
I'll
it's
take
not.
one
It's not
that's
that you
be-
don't.
Oh yeah, if you don't want it. Oh,
My
you want
Chanting
that?
bowl?
You want the Channing bowl?
No.
Any of that you don't want, I'll take it for my birthday.
Tangie, he just.
He said he has 2 lamps. You can have one, and I can have
Say
one.
you got the bowl. It's my friend.
Excuse me. Ask him how long has he known me?
Oh, Robbie, who have you known longer?
You. No.
God damn, she gets you for real.
Who are you happier to know?
Yeah.
Speedy.
I got one better than that. Who hooked you up?
Speedy. Well, I can't top none of that
Can't
because
top none
I
of
ain't
that.
got nothing to
Give
give.
me the bowl.
I can. Will somebody
So what
hand
does
me
the bowl
another
do?
Snicker bar or something I can hand to Robbie?
I
What does the bowl
gotta
do?
say this to you.
What does the bowl do?
Oh, the bowl? It's
Yeah.
a chanting bowl.
I know what it is, but I mean, what's it supposed to
It
do?
just intunes
Sound
you with the
healing.
heart.
Yeah.
They all have.
You hit a frequency.
Frequencies.
Yeah.
And once you hit a frequency, you just meditate to it.
Yeah.
And then I need a salt rock in my house.
Salt
Yeah.
Lamp.
lamp.
Yeah.
And if you don't do the salt lamp, what you could do is take some Himalayan salt, and you could put like an inch of it in a glass, and then put water in there, mix it up, and put it under your bed, and that will also clear the negativity. Like if you're like a person like me that takes on a lot of people's energies, then you got to clear that off. Otherwise, you'd be crazy. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying
My mother
I've
used to
known
say.
you a long,
right.
long time.
it
and
doesn't even count now.
She moved her
It's
microphone.
done.
Like anyway.
It's done. You let me down, and it's my birthday.
That's why
week.
when you're a 2 minute, they go, look, I'm out. You
No.
just-
You
No,
know.
and I have to say that you have been always wise
too late,
like this
Robbie.
for a long time.
It's over.
It's not
Aw,
nothing new.
thank
No,
you.
but it's true. It's not
over,
nothing.
bro.
It's nothing new.
No, well, he can say that.
So
Speedy.
the
That's
energy,
important.
let's
Go
make sure you
ahead.
got it clear. So everyone should have a lamp.
So,
Well, everybody
mother
doesn't
used to
have
say-
to have
my
one,
mother
but it
said-
is great.
My mother said for every person you sleep with, you take on
Yep.
Yeah.
their.
Soul ties.
She was trying to keep you from being a hoe. It didn't
It
even
didn't.
help.
It didn't.
It didn't help. You got 14 kids.
Wow.
But at least you were a smart hoe. You picked good women. I do love and respect that, Speedy. You picked really good women.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? It's Tangie's birthday.
I kind of agree with Tangie with that whole taking on people's energy and it can drive you crazy type of thing.
That was
But
it.
there's a way to get that off. But
How?
there's a way to get that off of you without even having to worry about it.
How's that, Vern?
Tell them get the fuck away from me.
That don't
That's
work
how
all the
you
time.
do that.
That don't work all
Yes,
the time.
yes,
Vern.
it do.
Sometimes they come back
yes,
over
it
anyway.
do. But see,
Sometimes they
here's the
leave
thing.
something. They leave shit like a purse. They
Speedy.
comb,
Energy.
lotion.
Speedy.
Lotion.
Speedy, this
Shoes.
is how you do that. This is how you get rid of people who you really don't want around you. Tell them, go ahead on. I don't want to be around you no more.
Yeah, but that don't
If you're
work.
honest with people, up front instead of just playing these games and lying to folks, it's a lot
What
of
if I
times
just
that
don't
you
call
have
them
to
no more?
deal. I'm not. That's exactly what I'm saying. If you don't want to
Yeah.
be bothered with people, cut them out of your life. Then you don't have to be bothered with it no more. That's one thing. Then another thing is if somebody's getting on your nerves, tell them, look, you getting on my nerves, go ahead on about your business. I ain't got time for that.
But Vern, everyone doesn't have that demeanor. Like, I'm more or less. Thank you for the phone call. We take that and run. I take that. I'll just go and I don't call you no more.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happens. I just, boom. And you? What do you do, Rob?
Same thing. I just say I won't pick up the phone or anything. I won't call you. I just leave. If I don't like you, I won't talk to you.
And let's say they're
but
still texting
we're
you. though.
talking about something different.
I ignore it.
What do you mean?
We're talking about something
Well, yeah,
different.
from what you said,
because-
yes, it is.
Because if you don't pick up the phone, that's not stopping the energy from affecting you. Especially
not around me.
Especially if you're not picking up the phone, but you like that MF, it's still on you.
Yeah, but if I don't want to mess with no one anymore, I don't want to deal with who they are. Maybe, like you said, I don't know about the energy part, but I just don't want to mess with that person. I just stop calling them.
Salt,
I think me
so
having
you don't
to go
need,
to them.
so you don't need a salt lamp for that, because a salt lamp
I'm taking it anyway. No,
won't,
Tangie, I'm
won't
not giving
cut
it to
the
you.
person
No,
out your
no,
life.
No,
Look
he
at
gave
this.
it to me.
This is what the salt lamps
bullshit.
do. They boost your mood. They improve your sleep. They ease your allergies, and they help people with asthma speak better. And
Where
if
do you
you're,
get 'em?
and if Well, you can get it from my favorite store over there,
kinds of
Follow Your
stores.
Heart.
Right there?
Yep, you can get them from
wow.
Follow Your Heart has the salt lamps, the crystals, everything. Sometimes Whole Foods sells them.
Now you need to have it in each room.
It's really good to have it in each room, but that's
Yeah.
if you pick up energy. You're not talking about picking up energy.
No,
You're talking
I just
about
went with what
dealing-
he said.
When I say picking up energy, like before I knew what was happening to me, I remember I had this audition one time, and I was excited about it, and I walked in the room, and I got sad. And I started crying, and
Like
I was
tears?
tears, like stupid tears, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was a people pleaser back then too. So when the lady asked me, I'm not anymore, trust. But when the lady asked me what was going on, I said, I just don't feel good. When I wasn't not feeling good, but I didn't know what it was. And it wasn't until years later that I realized that I feel people's.
I was going to ask you,
I
did you get
feel
the
their
part?
mood. I did not. I cried. I cried too. I wouldn't have hired me.
But when
Cried
did
when you
did
went in?
discover you were empath?
What is it?
Empath.
Empathic. I pick up people's energy. I don't know an exact date, but like I can walk into a room. Like that's how come I talk to so many people, because I can feel if I need to stay away from them. And one thing that helped me was when after I graduated from Spelman, I got a trip to Paris, France, and I don't speak French. And so I had my little French book, French tape, and everybody, hello, I'm like, oh my God. And they said, no, don't speak English. So the only way that I knew who to trust, and I stayed with a lot of people there while I was there, was by how their energy felt.
So
Yeah.
so you base pretty much everything off energy.
I do. That's why
So-
I
so
still
what I
like
was
you, because
saying-
if it was your behavior, Speedy,
I guess that's what's good. So I'm saying with what Vernon was saying, he just says to that person, I don't want to be around. I think that's, to me, I'm giving you too much. I'm giving too much. It's like I'm giving you more power than you deserve. If I feel like I don't want to fuck you, I just stop calling you.
Yeah.
I don't do anything like. That's what I mean.
yeah, and that's good, but that's not the same thing.
I know it's not. I'm just
Because
saying-
because you could love me, but when you're around me, I'm a lot.
yes, you are.
And sometimes
Can we get that out the way? You're a whole
I'm
lot.
a
Tangie.
lot. I mean, I'm a lot.
You suck the tangent.
Actually,
Tangism
I
is what I
fill
call
up
it.
a room is what I do. I fill it up.
Yeah.
I fill it up.
You hug
but
everybody.
everybody can't handle that fill up, right? And so you could still love me, but when you leave, you might want to just cleanse that energy, not get rid of me from your life. But like people use sage to
Yeah.
clean the.
You
I do
sage in
that.
your house?
I do sage, and I use the Palo Santos.
What is that?
The sage gets rid of everything, and then you have to fill it back up. And I like to fill it back up with rose or Palo Santos. The Palo Santos gets rid of the negative energy, but it keeps the positive energy. And I like to do that because I got
So
angels
do we need
in
a
my
salt
house.
lamp in here?
Yes,
Yeah.
you do actually.
But you know,
Yes.
you know what it boils
Yeah.
down with my salt lamp.
That you don't want.
I have two.
Okay.
I put
Well, you got one now.
I put one.
Yeah.
I put one in my living room for a specific purpose.
Okay.
When I first come in, I need something cleansing because I don't have people visit. I just don't have people pop up. I don't have visitors. It's always been like that, and I had to wonder why my grandparents, my parents wouldn't let us have visitors
Why?
because people bring bad spirits on them. You got to
Yeah.
realize that whenever somebody comes in your room,
That's true.
and then they leave, and then you got
Like a vampire?
it's like a vampire.
You invited me? Vitamin?
Yeah, they're energy vampires because then you wonder why you're in a bad mood or you get pissed off or something. Tangie could be, why the fuck are you texting? Damn, we're doing that motherfucker. It's like you're reacting unnecessarily. And people who are very in tune with their feelings. That's one thing. With me, if somebody comes with bad energy, it turns me up times 10 with my negative attitude. It just makes
Yeah,
it
we've
worse.
had to deal with it. Do you have that stuff too?
No, to be honest, I don't really, mess with the crystals and the sage and all that
Maya
too
does.
much.
Devils.
Exactly. Like in my opinion, I don't know. I just feel like it's really easy to like mix that stuff up. We're in an age where it's really just kind of a trend right now. It's very like the thing to do, and so I just because I don't understand it, and it to me. I perceive it as like a little bit of witchcraft. I don't mess with that stuff, so I just leave it where it's at.
I love how she put all that
I
too,
know.
because that was brilliant, especially the part where she said,
went to
"Because
Clark.
I don't understand it."
Yeah.
See, she's really smart, Speedy, because there's
I
a
never
lot.
said she
There's
wasn't.
a lot going
What the
on
fuck
in
is
the
going
world
on,
right now that
Tangie?
people don't understand, and it can make them miss out on some things. But when you know you don't understand it, if you're interested, then you can investigate and see that it's not witchcraft, or you can do like I do and test the spirit by the spirit.
Right.
And then if you're like, oh, well, Tangie's spirit is good, let me
Well,
see, it
and
might be something.
I
Or
know
you
about
can just
Tangie's
shut it
spirit.
down like your dad.
Well, you know, like I
Like
definitely-
Bitcoins.
Shut it down.
A lot of people not familiar with them and they not messing with it.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it.
Like I definitely agree with like, you know, feeling people's spirit out. I mean, I think that just comes with having discernment though.
Yep.
You know? It's
Yep,
just
discernment works too.
like filling that out. You know if a person's not right.
I just,
Like,
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind me,
That's
no,
true.
just, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. Okay. And I'm only asking because what you're saying basically is the same stuff we grew up on. When people were flower children and everything else, it's the same thing. Everything comes back in cycles.
Yep, it's not new.
No,
What's
no.
new is
Yeah.
you can buy it from the store.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like my
It's
aunt,
so-
you know, she would tell me put boiled egg in the house. We had to create our own ways of healing ourselves because
Absolutely.
we were enslaved people.
Right.
So none of it's new. But go ahead. Go ahead. Break it down, Robbie.
Not
Break
all
it
of-
down.
No, not all of us were enslaved people.
Well, I'm not talking about
The-
everybody. I guess I'm speaking
He's
from
from
my
the island.
family.
He's from the
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, from my
No,
family.
no, no.
And
But even here,
I agree.
But even here, you still have to understand that just like Zaria, just like Sister Zaria said, certain things
Sister
that we
Zari.
certain things
That's new too. That's because that didn't happen back in the
Rob,
day.
don't
That's
fuck around
new.
and get your
Sister
rock, your
Zari.
heat lamp rock thrown back at you.
I'm not gonna do that. No. But I'm just saying, just like she,
Throw that
just like she
motherfucker right
said,
through your window.
She said certain things that she doesn't understand, but your discernment is saying, wait a minute, it doesn't feel right in my spirit with everything that people are doing. Now, when I'm seeing a lot of my friends who were quote unquote Christians or religious, then they said, well, now I'm spiritual. Okay, if you're spiritual, why are you having these crystals and all these things? Well, I got to take these crystals outside that
And
charge
charge 'em
energy
and-
and all this. When I started hearing that, it reminded me more back of what the Bible had said, that people are going for these new agey
You
type
see?
of religions. But it goes back to when I was a kid in the 70s, it was the same type of stuff. People were going for this type of new religion, these other doctrines. Therefore, Jehovah's Witness, nothing new about that. But Mary,
7 days of it.
7 days
I
of
don't know why they
Mary
say
Agnes.
new. Let me just ask y'all this
New
question.
age. Yeah.
Nick, what gifts did the three wise men bring to Jesus when he was born?
Weed,
Frankincense,
blunt wraps.
myrrh. Frankincense, myrrh.
Why did they bring incense, frankincense,
yeah.
and myrrh?
Because they were expensive.
That's not the only reason. You don't bring Jesus an expensive gift
Yes,
just
because
because if you're gonna bring something expensive, there are other things
No.
that they could have picked. It's not
Franken-
just
Energy has
because
changed.
it's expensive. it wasn't.
Got a little
It
bit
wasn't.
We need a rock, Nick. We need some salt in this month.
No, Tangie, frankincense was
Frankenstein.
currency. It was currency. Same with myrrh. These were also currencies.
Yeah.
Because certain things were fragrant, you couldn't get them. A lot of people couldn't afford them. They were used as currency as well.
Tangie looked it
Also
up.
used in religious and spiritual rituals for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Frankincense is a symbol of holiness and righteousness because it is so fragrant when burnt. It was often used by ancient people as a religious
Has anybody smelled?
offering.
Have you ever smelled?
Frankincense?
Yeah.
Yes,
Stinks.
I burn frankincense. I like
it.
frankincense.
So do I love
It
it.
stinks.
And
The
I wear
original-
frankincense
The original
sometimes.
frankincense? Or
I wasn't there back in the original days. I don't know.
But
I might
what
be
did they-
using
Call
some
back,
new
call back.
modern
Burning.
stuff.
when Mary
It smells good.
I want to hear what Nick has to say.
when Mary was
I'm always
washing
amazed by
when Mary
this.
was washing Jesus' feet, and then she anointed him with oil. What
Hold on,
was it?
call
Oh, we got to call her. Call
And
her.
why did she anoint him with oil and myrrh? When people
Tangie,
they pray on you,
Tangie.
yes, baby,
Tangie,
yes.
let's make something perfectly clear.
Perfectly.
They were not there to celebrate Jesus. They were there to kill him. So
He
when
was
they
born.
brought
The three
him,
wise
really
men?
didn't
The three
matter.
wise men.
Not the three wise
The
men.
three, yes, they were.
talking
The
about
three
the three
wise
blind
men
mice.
were not there to worship Jesus. They were there to kill him.
The three wise men?
That's
Why
not
were
my
they
Bible
there to
they
kill
were.
him?
Because the king was threatened by Jesus, because he was the true son of God, and they were threatened by him to begin with.
Well, it's good they picked something expensive.
That's why they followed the star from Bethlehem to find him, and they were there to kill him. But when they got in his presence, they were awed of him. They weren't there to
What book are
celebrate
you
him.
reading
They
from?
were there
I'm
to
just
kill
saying,
him.
the book been out for like 4,000 years.
Yeah, what book you reading? What
Where
page
in
is
the
that on?
Bible
What
is
page?
that?
See,
Where in the
Give me the
Bible?
it's not in the traditional Bible. It is in the lost book.
Well, you
They
gotta
were
say
there
that.
to celebrate him.
Thank you.
I have never heard
Thank
that.
you so much,
no,
Vernon.
No,
They
no,
weren't there to celebrate him now.
Vern, no, don't hang up. Vern,
Thank you, Vern.
I'm not hanging up.
Vern, have you read Maccabees?
Who?
Have you read
Maccabees?
Maccabees?
The book of Maccabees.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3?
They're about
Yeah.
bees.
It's when black people ruled Europe, basically.
Well, yeah, but I had the first book of Maccabees that I bought is like this big, but then in the lost books of the Bible, the Apocrypha, it's basically a canon of I want to say one of the Knights of the Templar, but it's basically a canon of
I don't know
of
what
what's
it is.
going on with Jesus.
I can
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Vern.
Thanks, Vern.
Thank you,
I'm-
Vernon.
So if anybody's wondering what the
Maccabees? I never heard
no,
of
no,
that.
no. It's the
Hennebees?
in American we pronounce it the Book of Maccabees. You
Yeah.
never heard that, right?
Yeah.
It's in the book called the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha means hidden books. That's what the word means, right? The Catholic Church, these are not black people, these are when Europeans took over Europe. The Catholic Church took that out of the Bible. The reason being is because the Apocrypha connects all the stuff that we're kind of lost about in the scriptures. When you don't know why people are doing this, or how do you know black people are the people that are on slave ships? How do you know we are gods? All these questions that we have, 90% of them are answered in the Apocrypha, which is why they removed it from the original Bible. So you can't connect the dots.
Why we're the chosen people.
But you can buy it now.
I have the Apocrypha. I have 3 of them.
Yeah.
I've got it on my phone.
So
I'm
you
cool.
can download it on your phone. You know, it's not even that. You can download it on your phone.
I'm cool.
Download
It's
it.
really great stories in there.
I'm
Can't
pretty
be
sure
out
it
here
is.
lost.
Bell and the Dragon.
You know how long it took me to get through the Bible?
Yeah.
I ain't got time to read another one.
My favorite one is they tell a story about this mother who has these 4 boys, and this king hears about how respectful these young men are.
Yeah.
So he decides to prove a point and make them eat bacon. They say no, so he puts up a little pot of boiling oil, and he starts to put each child in there one by one in front of the mom. And the mom tells the kids, "Good job."
Wow.
The mom told the kids, "Good job. Don't eat the swine. Hop in that pot and deal what you got to deal with."
That's not a good mom.
Why is that not a good mom? Says who?
How about take your kids? How about that?
No, because the Most High told them, "Don't eat that swine."
Obedience.
So on the wall in my house, right? This is one of the credos me and my wife live by, saying out the scriptures. Whether we live or we die, we're going to keep the commandments.
Amen.
Well, you're going to do one of them.
Because you got to go either way it go.
Well, but just remember what the Bible also says. It says better not to make a vow with God than to make it and to break it. Because you still have a penalty to pay if you make a vow to God.
Yeah, so that's a real point. So you know how all of us would be like, "Oh,
That's
man, I
true.
promise God, if this," just so you
Yeah.
know, those count.
Yeah.
I know we
They
say,
do.
no, seriously.
No, they
Get me
do.
out of this.
Whatever you
Yeah.
believe in, it don't matter. Just so you
will.
know, when you say those things, those count.
If you do this for me, I will.
They count.
Yeah.
So
You have to be. It's always your yeas are yeas, your days are nays. You have to be a man and woman of your word. And even with this new age stuff,
text me, Tan.
Tangie, I've never known Tangie to be a religious person. Spiritual, yes. Religious, no. I know people who are religious, and
Where black people were never religious people.
no, we're not. We're naturally.
That only happened in captivity.
You know, Rob,
Everybody
it's
wants to
off
know
subject, but I'm pretty sure you know the name. We were before the show. Remember at the
good point,
park,
Good point.
those carom boards we used to play.
Oh,
What
Robbie.
was the name of
The
it?
witch boards?
No, where you shoot the carom around the board into the pocket, then you go to the next pocket, next
Did
pocket.
you guys grow up at the Boys and Girls Club?
They had
We
those
had-
at
we
they had them at
we
the park.
Yeah,
That-
we had one.
what are they called?
It's not. It's like pool, but it's oh
But
my
we
God.
called them caroms because it was
Yeah.
a little round.
It was a little round. So you had to go,
No.
boop, boop,
You know
Yeah.
what? We called them Karens because I looked it up. The piece that you're shooting is a Karen.
Yes,
The board is not. That has nothing to do with Karens.
oh.
I know, right?
Because
Oh,
even,
those little games.
yeah, because even if you lost the stick,
Yeah.
we would take it, keep the carom, go to the side of the board and shoot it around.
It's of Indian origin.
What's it called?
There it is.
CARROM.
Is that what it
But
looks
it's
like?
not of Indian. It's not of Indian origin.
Okay, but it's okay. It's not this one. Yeah, this was one you could. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But that's one we could go to.
You say
and,
UM or OM?
and
CARROM.
but there's another one that has like you go
Okay,
through
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's not it either.
Do you-
It's like a
know?
maze. It looks like a maze.
Here,
Yeah.
let's see.
But do you know why, Nick? We all went to the Boys
We
and
had
Girls
that
Club.
one.
Why?
It was free babysitting.
Oh, of course.
We
Oh,
were down
yeah.
there. We were
I
down
gotta
there for
get on the
hours, and it was
internet.
free. We would just go down. Hey man, I'll meet you at the
I
Boys
must not be
Club.
on the
Yeah.
We'd be gone all day, and our parents would have a break, and then you'd have another brother in 9 months.
Tangie, I'm starting to feel like this
Brother,
board
9
game
months.
that we keep talking about is almost like the Mandela effect.
Oh, okay.
because I can't find it anywhere on YouTube, and the
Wow.
only people know about it is ghetto black kids that grew up in parks.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know if this was a real thing,
And I was
or
so
we
good at
all
this
just
game.
imagine this thing happening,
Because
but it's possible.
It's
So
like,
Nick, here's like-
it's like, hey,
Somebody
Speedy,
gave you a
Speedy.
game.
It's similar to this,
What's
but
it called?
But it's literally this board, and it's like a maze.
Yeah, because it's
I'll
got the
s-
it's
I'll
got all
send
the
it to
woods
him.
through it, and you
Yeah.
gotta pop it
And
through.
you got to make it to the middle, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you get stuck on the corner, and then you could. What was it called? You could put your finger there.
It's like
What was that called? You only get 2 of those. Remember, you could put your finger between the board. And
Yeah,
the,
well, to get the camera around, you have to put your finger like this. and then
yeah,
shoot
but you
around.
was only allowed like 2 of those.
Yeah.
It's
Want
not
me
pocket golf.
send him
is
that
it?
one?
No, I
The
looked
entire
up.
player said
It
it's
kind of
called
looks
pocket
like
golf.
it looks like pocket
Pocket
golf a
golf?
little bit.
it's
Try
like
pocket
pocket golf, but it's not.
It's not?
It was
Okay.
God dang it.
It sounds
What
like
was the
two
name
games
of that
mixed.
board? It's beige.
Yeah.
And it had like little,
All
like
the
if you shot too hard into one of those corners, you have to. It says start over. You have to go back and
Oh,
start
look
over.
at this, y'all. They got a pocket golf carom board.
Okay, it's similar to that, but it's not that one. Uh-oh, this might be.
Yeah,
a
it
guys
kind
have
of
been
looks
looking
like
up every
it kind of
game?
looks
I
like
think
the
this is
pocket
before my
golf,
time.
but it's not.
What do you say?
She said, "I think this is before my time."
Yeah,
Way
you had to
before
go.
your
Yeah.
You had to grow up at a park.
You
to
wouldn't
see
have
it,
seen
man.
this.
Yeah, I ain't
No,
grow up in no
No,
park.
you know,
I think we found it, Nick. Go
Let me
ahead.
see. Let me click on that. And
you know
let
what
me
you guys
see.
have?
What?
You guys had video games. When we started getting
Pictures of it.
Atari, we played Atari, then we got bored.
Yeah.
ColecoVision, we
did you
got
play
bored.
Jacks?
Review images.
We played Jacks. I played Jacks with my sisters. Yeah.
Nah, you know, you know what y'all missed out on?
What?
Robbie said he played jacks.
We
With
didn't
my
climb
sisters.
trees, but
I
we were
know.
outside a
Oh, yeah.
lot.
But y'all didn't climb trees.
We
though.
were outside a
by the
lot,
time y'all
though.
came around, everybody knew it was dangerous.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
It
we
was
was up
similar
in
to
them
that
trees,
board that
man.
we
Yeah,
Right,
no.
you
We used to
Jump off the-
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to
I
jump
was
from
not
trees.
getting in no
What we
tree.
saw at the
But you remember
time.
how fun
I
that
used
was?
to do that too.
Somebody
I was a
would.
chunky kid,
All right,
though.
we're gonna play hide go get it or hide go seek, and then Nick
Yep.
would- somebody climb up a tree and hide in the bush.
That's it.
We had
Oh
fun.
no, hide and go get
Found
it.
it,
That
found
I
it,
know.
Nick.
What's it called?
It's
What's it
called.
called,
I'll
found it.
send it to you. It's on Amazon.
No, just read me the name.
It's game. It's Gamecraft. Let me see. Where is it?
Yeah, send it.
It's
No,
I'll
just tell me. Don't send it to me. 'cause I
It's
gotta look.
it's the brand is Gamecraft,
Gotcha.
GAMECRAFT, and
it.
it says replica. I guess REPL,
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then Carom CAROMS pocket golf.
But that's it. Send it to me.
I sent this Speedy. Okay.
We got to get this game. 'cause
Yeah.
last
I'm
time I
telling you,
remember,
bro,
I was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I was so good at that shit.
That's not it.
I was good when they didn't have a stick.
That's not it. Pop.
See, but
That
That's
isn't.
not it.
That's the one that popped up on my side.
the whole thing is
what
that
You on
kept us.
Amazon?
That kept us busy.
Yep.
It kept us
It's
busy.
a little girl
and
with
stuff
yellow
like that.
shorts on.
Yeah.
I see it. I see what you guys are looking. Let me see.
That and you know what we used to do? We used to we get branches and some twine and we'd make bow and arrows.
What the
What?
fuck is wrong with y'all?
Yeah, we did. Back
Okay,
home.
yeah, that
A
might,
slingshot.
that might be it.
That's it, Nick.
That look clean though. That board looked.
Yeah,
clean.
it's just clean.
Okay.
Ours was dirty because it was, they was put in the back.
Public.
You would come and you had, so we didn't have no ID. So you had to like leave your keys if you had the keys to your house
Yep.
or your hat.
But we had school IDs.
Well, we
We
didn't have
had
that.
that.
They didn't have
We
no
had
school
little
ID.
school
Hey, Speed, you know it was. Give me a key.
Yeah, had the
Don't
key around
lose
your neck.
this. I'm gonna get fucked up.
Yeah.
No, really. We didn't have no chain. We had a motherfucking shoestring, and your mama said if you lose this key, you gonna lose your ass.
My mother would
my
drop us
gosh.
off at the park. Like if we running around too much, I'm gonna drop you at the park, and she'd drive down to the park, St. Andrews Park in L.A. off
Oh,
of
damn.
Manchester and Western, and drop us off at the park. She like around 2
Uh,
because it's summertime, so it's around 2 o'clock.
Manchester and Normandy
Well,
down the street. My
Yeah,
ex mother-in-law.
I'm
lives
on
right
80.
behind
Well,
me.
no, because I'm on 88th and Normandy.
My ex mother-in-law's on Ruth Ellen in Manchester, and
Robbie,
right
I
behind
grew up
me.
over there.
I'm just
So-
her
so-
house is right there.
But it's not Normandy. It's Western. Normandy's where I grew up, 88th and Normandy, and you had to walk down to go to
Thank you for that, people.
St. Andrews Park. You had to walk on the
That's
other
on
side.
on St. Andrews, yeah.
But it's on the other side of
It's on the other
Western.
side. It's on the other side. You're right. You're right. Because Gramercy is right there, and then it's Western.
I'm 60, Robbie.
You're
I
right.
ain't forgot shit.
You are 60.
How old are you, Robbie?
53.
Oh yeah, he's.
Why you whispering?
he
Right?
Because I look young.
We got a phone call. Go ahead.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Who's your mama?
Hey.
Speedy, y'all must have went outside after Soul Train.
What do you, no. This was before Soul Train.
He said, "Well, you want
Soul Train didn't come out.
Wait,
Go
because
ahead.
see, you said you came outside at 2 o'clock on a Saturday. You
What?
out the house after at here? If you wasn't watching Soul Train, you was out the house at 12:30.
That's Chicago.
Yeah, but I'm older than you, Vern.
Yes, you are.
Soul Train didn't come out until 78, 77, something
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
So, all right. Okay, so that makes sense. So what did y'all have? Because I know, because Saturday morning cartoons went all the way up to
Saturday
like
morning
90
cartoons,
something.
yeah, but they didn't come on till
So-
like 12. Well, they
No,
only came on in the morning.
No, they
but-
came in the morning. It was
Yeah,
on
but
by
they
12.
they were done by
12.
12. Yeah,
Yeah, they
so
were done
at
by
that
12.
time, my mother was like, "Okay, I'm going to take y'all to the park," and she would take us to the
Yeah,
park.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I never watched Saturday
Cause
morning cartoon.
no,
It
because
was over with.
you weren't.
Nick, you
Because
did.
see,
No, Pop, we went
Cause
to the gym
see, here's the
Saturday.
thing. Here's the thing.
Oh yeah.
If Speedy, if I'm lying, let me know. Because your
she
mother
didn't
would get up in
I
the.
know.
Whoever had to clean up the house would get up in the morning and they cleaned that whole house, and the house smelled like pine sol or bleach because you cleaned the kitchen, you cleaned the living room, you cleaned the
the
dining room,
walls.
you cleaned
You
the bathroom.
know, there's no
You
tea in
cleaned the whole
clean.
bathroom before 12 o'clock.
There's no tea in clean. Anyway,
Thanks, Vern.
clean.
Thanks, Ryan.
That,
Hey,
that was my mom's would do that on Saturday. She would get up and bleach the entire. You couldn't. Even, there's no way you could stay in the house because you're gonna get a
Yeah.
headache. You're gonna probably die if you.
wall washing. Wall washing. We had
Gotta
to wash
wash the
walls.
walls.
She
The
was. Yeah,
the
she
baseboards.
was,
You
she
remember that
mixed
shit?
bleach and pine sol, and I can swear you asked.
Why do we have to wash the baseboards? I never
I
understood
think
that.
that's a poison.
You know
'Cause they
what? That was
dirty.
just, and remember elbow
Chemistry.
grease. Where's it at?
No.
You got to get in
But
there.
I'm gonna tell you something though, pops. Though
Everything.
I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to my mom's because now you know when you got your own place. I look at all those places though. Like if somebody cleaned my house or something, the house is like, oh, the house clean. I'd be like, I see this corner right here. It's a little grimy, son. You got to get in there.
Speedy was the
and that's why
worst.
you weren't allowed to go over
Speedy
everybody's
was?
house
Yes.
and eat.
Oh, I never went to nobody's
No,
house.
they could tell you. Well,
No,
She
Speedy
said
was
Speedy
the
was the
worst.
No, you trust me.
Uh-oh.
I didn't get nothing. Trust me.
yeah,
It
they
was-
had
we
to
had to
clean.
get up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Who
Well-
wasn't waking people up about they sleep?
No, well, this girl.
You
is-
just not getting in.
I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. I'm gonna tell you how bad it was. We used to have a rule. Isaiah, Antoine, everybody can attest to this. If my dad was home, you either out the house or you sleep.
Damn.
That was the rule. It don't matter what time it is. We play, sleep, whatever you got to do. But if he was coming home, you either go to sleep,
I don't even know why
or you
they.
better
You
bounce.
guys really? That's
Man.
Because now you're gonna be doing something.
Got-
Something stupid too. Like
Yeah.
Take
give me-
trash out.
Yeah,
No,
get the
Zari,
leaves
come
from
here.
the like
Just
what?
look
What?
around.
He'd be
and
like,
see stuff
Zari,
for
come
them to
here.
do.
I'd be like, what? He come in the kitchen. He'd be like, you see that? It's 2 spoons.
You gotta clean it though,
Wash
dog.
it. That's right.
It's 2 spoons.
That's right.
Nah, Zari, my mama lift the microwave. You ever had somebody do that? You ain't clean
yeah.
under. I'm like under the microwave. Yeah, you got the. I'll be like,
There's-
man,
And
And then
above
there's
her, and above her
And if he-
refrigerator.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think of that.
He
You know?
taught
Now-
me how to wash dishes properly.
Yeah.
I was like 7.
Okay.
How hot was the water?
You're 7.
Super hot. Because kids don't know to wash with hot water. They don't know that.
No, but see, men have a lower threshold for hot water. The worst thing is if a woman run the hot water to teach you,
Woo.
your skin will come off. Nigga.
Yeah.
I had to,
You
My mama
gotta
did
kill it.
every-
You gotta
every
kill
time
the
I did that, I'd be
germs.
oh my!
You gotta kill
It ain't
it.
hot.
You gotta kill the
You
germs.
take a top of Clorox and pour it in the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know. So Tangie
Yep.
has a website.
What?
Oh, I was over here thinking about that video where the lady cleaned her chicken with Clorox.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Uh-uh.
That was
She
so
did?
gross.
What color
Yeah,
was
that's
she?
what I was
Yeah.
thinking
What?
about. Yeah.
She like,
Well, that's
y'all
because
started
you know
saying
they didn't know they
Clorox.
were supposed to clean that chicken up until like 2022.
She ain't heard of
Literally.
it.
No, serious. There was a big
They
thing
just
on
take it
Twitter,
straight out the pack.
and all white people
Yeah,
were
they
saying
don't
that
clean
they,
their
I
chicken.
remember
They
that.
don't clean their meat.
in all fairness, they said they thought that they cleaned it from the place that they were getting it from.
No.
They would clean the
No,
meat
that's
and
slimy
And they
stuff.
and they
That's
actually
like
said
a
you're not
mucus on it.
supposed to clean it because they said that you spread germs or something when we clean it.
Salmonella.
I'm gonna
You
spread
just-
it then. I ain't
Salmonella.
gonna spread the germ in my
Salmonella.
body. Nigga. That's
You know what's terrible is,
Yeah.
hey Speedy, you remember chicken back in the day? We'd have to burn the feathers off. We'd before
I
we
still do
Robbie,
that.
Nobody in my house burned the
I
food.
still
It
do
was-
that though.
When we
I
got it, it
pull
was
them
already
off
cooked.
And then I'll burn whatever's if they
it
got
was
the
already
little
cooked. No,
pieces left.
because we used to.
That's an
The
island
live
thing,
chicken?
Speedy.
Was it live chicken?
Yeah, my great grandmother used to get us.
Oh well,
live
I didn't do
chicken.
the live. I
She would
mean,
always-
I'm talking about the chickens I buy from
Yeah.
the
How
store.
you gonna grow the chicken
after
and
I
then
clean
eat them?
Tangie, can you kill a
Easy.
chicken?
Can I do what?
Well, I know you don't eat meat now. Right?
Can I kill a
You
chicken?
don't eat meat now, but if you were still,
Could
know,
I kill a
Yeah,
chicken?
and fry
You
it
gotta
up.
eat them.
I could fry chicken.
No, could you raise it?
I could not.
Take it in the back, twist the neck,
I-
He your
oh,
homie for
no,
about
I
10
could
years.
Not.
Twist the neck.
pluck them.
I could not. I
what I
couldn't.
mean?
I couldn't eat anything that I can kill.
Twist the neck.
I don't even like killing spiders. I try to grab them with a towel,
I don't
take
really
them
kill
outside, and
So,
let them go.
speaking
Supposed
of,
to.
Yeah, I don't really
so
Murder.
Don't step on
Maya
spiders.
has a spider in the room, which is always a problem.
A
Now-
pet spider.
No.
When Stone has one too,
So
it's a
it's
problem.
in the room. She screaming. I said, okay, she said, no, you have to kill it. No, I'm not going to kill it a certain way. I'm going to kill it the way I know to kill it.
Yeah.
And I went to hit it, and the motherfucker moved. I said, and she almost lost her goddamn
mind. Let me tell y'all some advice on spiders, okay? If you have to kill a spider,
I did kill it.
Spray it.
Why?
Do not smash a spider.
Why?
Because they carry their babies on them. So if you smash one and it's carrying its babies, the babies are just going to spread all throughout your house. And there's going to be 1,000 little spiders.
No, they'll be smashed with the mama.
No, they're not. I did this. I stepped on a spider. And when I moved my foot, 1,000 little spiders took off running every day.
There goes that spider, man.
It was a tiny little brown spider. I didn't even see the. I didn't even notice it had
brown
the babies.
spider?
It was a little brown, not a wolf spider. I know what you're thinking about.
Or the brown recluse.
I said it was a wolf spider in my car though. Those are the ones that jump.
Oh.
And I knew exactly what. So I watched a lot of Animal Planet. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, oh shit, this is one of those. I gotta kill this one. And as I'm looking at the spider about to make my move, it turns and looks at me. Yeah, I felt like I was finna get
trying
jumped.
to be your friend.
Nah.
You need more spider friends? Anyway.
Wait a minute, what do you spray on a spider?
I don't kill bugs personally. You know what I mean?
But you said spray them. What do you spray on them?
You know, any cleaning solution. The best thing to use on any insect is alcohol or bleach.
I grab them.
Dries them up.
And my daughter, she
alcohol
just
bleach
goes,
is the
Mommy, there's a spider.
That's mine.
I say, baby, the spider is not bothering. If you
Tell
don't
her to put
bother
hand
him, don't
sanitizer
bother
on
him.
them.
No, I get Mommy, please. And then I'll go and I'll take the spider.
But if you
Roll
had
my
a man, moving on.
Then he would kill the spider.
That's what he's supposed to do. We kill.
But
we
you know
don't
what
save shit.
you just said is why, like during the pandemic and my grass got high, some of y'all might have seen me on live trying to cut the grass. The lawnmower wasn't working.
You had a son though.
So we had a lot of lizards. And so a lot of black crows would be around and they would be tearing up those lizards and taking the tail off and eating them, all this other kind of stuff. So I put hot sauce around because there's not a man there. And the lizards,
is a man at your
lizards
house.
don't like hot sauce.
Tangie, stop that. There's a man at your house.
You just said, I'm going back to what you said.
But you have a man.
And rats don't like Dow soap or Bounce.
Can I raise my hand?
Ivory Spring works too.
Can I raise my hand?
Yeah, you can raise it.
You have a son.
I do.
He could cut the grass.
Then he could kill a spider. And sometimes he does kill the spider. But it wasn't that I didn't have anybody to cut the grass. It was that the lawnmower wasn't working. The lawnmower wasn't working.
So if the lawnmower was working,
so if
the lawnmower was working, would you have cut the grass?
Yes, because it's a way for me to work out, Speedy. I like to work out in the
that's
yard.
not your job.
My son is already fine. He runs track. He does all this
Not
stuff.
talking about that.
I want to stay in
That's
shape,
man shit.
so I'll let him help me
That's
do
man
stuff.
Shit as a man,
And I'll
growing
let
up
him as a man
young-
help me.
No, as a
But
young man.
That's why mamas get fat, because as soon as they have a
That has nothing to
son,
do with it.
they have the son carry all the groceries in the house.
Yes.
Get the luggage.
Yes.
Cut the grass.
Yes.
The boy does all the physical stuff in the house.
Yes.
The mama, the wife gets fat.
That's not
It
right.
ain't
That's
happening.
not
I have never seen you fat or even mediocre.
That's because I
agree
cut the
with you,
grass
Tangie.
and I carry water.
I agree with you, Tangie.
But
on
no,
that part.
no, I do not.
And now
agree.
with these
I
new
don't
modern day
agree.
Get up and move around, woman.
relationships,
Get them bags.
get up and move, yeah. And now,
But you have a son.
But
Why not teach him that?
if I don't feel like it, you
Stop
know,
being
I'll
the
make him
man.
or my daughter do it. Right now,
Tell him about the website.
okay,
Yeah, Tangie, this ain't the 1800s. He ain't gonna have no grass to cut by the time.
he gonna pay somebody to cut the grass, or
I
you're
hope
right,
not.
not
I
gonna
hope
have
not.
no grass to
I
It's
hope
cut.
gonna
not.
be an old science, man. Ain't
Exactly.
like cutting grass.
Tell him about the
Exactly.
website, Tangie.
So on my birthday,
The one we have 4
That's
people.
that's your website?
no, on my birthday,
We have 4 people.
Oh,
I
thought you was
birthed
doing
the
what
baby.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
I had to stand up and give birth. I birthed a baby, y'all. So, you know, I've been heaven high for a long time.
Very long time.
And if
You
y'all
registered that name right.
and if y'all follow me on
cool.
Instagram, you know I've been having a lot of fun spreading love and light and encouraging people to live their best lives no matter what their situation is. Well, I wanted something tangible. I wanted something
Get
that
it?
they
Tangible,
could touch.
Tangie.
Yes, that could, you know, remind them of the things that they say that they love about me, or remind them of my Tangie-isms, because I have a lot of them.
Yes, he does.
Which will help them to live really happy lives if they apply it. And so I created a line, and all you have to do is go to TangieAmbrose.com. TANGIE
.com.
Ambrose. Speedy doesn't put the E on the end of my first name. Tangie Ambrose.
Tangie.
And people have been loving it. And right now, because I just turned 55, I have $55 bundles.
What's in the bundle?
It just depends on which bundle you pick. It's a shirt and a tank top, and some are for men, some are for children, some are for women.
A man could wear a shirt that says Heaven High?
Well, man probably wouldn't wear the one that says Heaven High. A man might wear Life is Meant to Be Fun, or I got different things. It says different things, and more things are coming, and people are loving it. They're buying
go
it,
to
and
the
I'm
website,
so happy.
punk.
And even if you just go, I would appreciate it if you go to the website and check it out. And then when you look at it, if someone comes to mind that you think could benefit from what I'm saying, what I'm sharing, or this mindset, please share it with them. Oh, there they are. Look, see, I got that tangible joy. There's my son. Life is meant to be fun.
So do I get a shirt? Because this is what Tangie would have said to me. Do I get a shirt?
Oh, yeah, I can get you a shirt, Speedy. I would do that for you.
You know my size?
Extra large.
There you go, Ted.
Yeah.
Great answer.
Yeah. I would have to make sure.
You were like a small?
I'm a small, yep. Like I have Let Love Lead. That's one for guys, you know. Yeah, I have a lot.
I don't want Let Love Lead.
I know you wouldn't want Let Love
Give
Lead.
me another one.
I would have to give you, let me see, what would I give you?
Nigga, you tripping?
No.
Put that on a Heaven High shirt. Nigga, you tripping.
I could give you one with my picture on it. That would be
the silhouette
fine.
or your picture?
My picture.
Oh, no.
Let me see.
Then I got to explain. Who is that? It's crazy.
My personal trainer.
Yeah.
My personal trainer.
So again, guys.
I might have to create.
So when I found
Let
that
me see.
Tangie had the website with all these nice clothing, I said, you got to come do the radio show. And
Let's see.
I thought you were going to call and say something happened, rock or stone. Usually it's rock or stone. So let's go rock. Well, this story we'll do rock. So Rock has a thing to go to, and he's acting in it. And I would love to come, but I got to be there because I'm the one escorting people in. So then how you going to get mad? You can't say, all right, don't come.
Right.
And if it's Stone, she would go, Stone is first time performing this particular song, and we worked on it, and I need to be there to make sure, and I'm videotaping it, so I need to be there.
Yeah. I'm like you, Speedy. I'm a really good parent.
Yeah.
You're a really great dad.
Oh, thanks.
You really are.
Isn't he a great dad, kids?
Come on, kids.
He really is.
See why niggas,
Proud papa.
See why niggas quiet?
He really is.
Should have saw him at the graduation the other night.
Oh, yeah.
I said, should have saw you at the graduation the other night.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all what's
Ready.
funny. I got a letter in the mail. It was an envelope.
This is the thing about Tangie.
I got an envelope that was addressed to me, Tangie Ambrose, from Brooklyn, right? The envelope was in a plastic bag. But
I don't know where that came from. They must have did that at the post office.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Because
they
the
did that.
envelope had the name and the stamp on it, and then it was in a plastic bag. And then I opened the envelope, and it was nothing in it.
Yeah.
And
the post
so
office did
what
that.
I thought maybe y'all were sending me an envelope to send something to Brooklyn, but it wasn't. It was my address that it was being sent to. I was so confused. And then the day of, Speedy said, "You coming?" And I'm like, "Coming where?"
To the envelope.
To the envelope. To the envelope.
So I did send out, and shout out to Brooklyn. He
I love
graduated.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Boogie.
Brooklyn.
It's so weird. I'm sitting there, and as I'm riding my bike here, I love it because I could think about a lot of shit. And I was thinking how when I graduated in '79, and here it is, 2022, and I was like, God damn, I won't be here when he's 60. I'm hoping to be here. That would be fantastic.
Gotta listen to Nick.
I'd be 100, but I'd be.
Choices.
Now I'll probably be eating.
You might.
Yeah,
Seeds
I'll
and
probably be
berries.
eating seed. Smashed banana.
No, you might not.
Mullen leaf.
My dad's dad, because cancer took him out, but he lived at 89. His aunt, my great aunt Mabel, she was alive to 100, and then my grandmother's cousin Gert, she's 95 this year, and her parents lived to be 100, 102, and they were still eating real food.
I think you need an old name to live long.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Donald Ray.
What was your aunt's name?
My aunt, Mabel.
My
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 great aunt.
great
My great aunt
grandmother
Mabel.
is still alive.
Her
She's
Mabel,
what,
yeah.
96 97.
Yeah,
Her
97.
name is Mabel. I think it's something to the name. you
My
know?
Aunt Louise, Martha
Yeah.
Louise Lennon.
See?
Yep.
Louise
Well,
is
my
there.
mother Louise
my
lived
Aunt
to
Frances-
80. She was 81. Well, she would have been
She
81.
was- yeah, my Aunt Frances, she just passed 6 months ago. but
You
my-
don't count how old she would have
But
been
my
if you
cousin-
celebrating
my
how
cousin
long
Gerd-
she lived,
Yeah.
Speedy.
My cousin Gerd,
I'm
there's
sorry,
so much
because
longevity
I can
in
talk
Tangie.
about how old my
My
mother
family
would have
on
been
both
this
sides.
year.
Tangie.
Daddy
Damn
D
you.
wants to know after
You want me to wear this heavy hot shirt or not?
how he invented,
Whatever.
how he helped invent the internet.
Oh, how? Well,
Because you're always
see,
talking about stuff.
I helped invent it. No.
No, when
it
I
was
say
a sister,
that,
it was a
Tangie,
sister that did it.
she just passed away. Tangie.
I know, but you said, yeah, my mother lived a long time. She would have been 81. You were
This
supposed
year.
to say she lived until she was 80 because we were celebrating how long they lived. Like, I can't say my mother lived a long time. She would have been 79 this year.
Good. You could say that.
Because then that wouldn't prove the point. The point was that she lived until she was 72. And then I can say she lived a long time. She lived until
You
she's
coulda-
72.
you coulda said-
But if she
yes.
was still alive today, she'd
No,
be
see, that's
79.
too much. You could have said she lived to 72, but if she's still here, she'll be 79.
But you didn't say that. You said my mother would have been 81
my
this
mama.
year. Okay.
Leave my mama alone.
See, my cousin Gerd
Sister
and my grandmother
Caldwell, leave her
still had
alone.
Yeah, the cataract
Sister
things.
Caldwell.
They both had cataract.
Louise
Oh, wow.
Caldwell, to be exact.
Yeah, see,
Uh,
we got that in common. Louise. I like that. Because my Aunt
Your middle-
Louise
oh, I
was
thought you said
90,
your middle
94.
So if you want a shirt from Tangie, is there
Yeah.
any discount?
Yeah, right now I got the $55 bundles. That's a
So
discount.
if they
Bundles?
and
Bundles?
yes,
So you also give
and-
back a hair
The
too?
bundles.
no, I
You
use
did
fake
not.
hair.
Tangie,
You
you
did
are
not.
the best.
And I'm
When
not
Tangie hears a
charging
terrible
tax.
joke, she did like this.
I mean, not tax.
Oh.
I'm not
And-
charging shipping right now, unless you're international, like my people.
Well, if
from,
you say you heard it on the rollout,
France and stuff.
What if you heard it on
it's
the rollout?
expensive.
You get the bundle for $55.
I'm giving the. So you know what? I'll come back after the special that I'm having is over, and then I'll give rollout people
I don't like
their
your energy.
own
You need a rock.
special.
You need a salt rock.
I mean, really, like I
We need one right here.
now. I cut it down, so it's like
Yeah.
I'm
Robbie,
paying
I'm taking your
him,
salt rock
I'm
and putting it
paying
right here.
them,
Right there.
and
Hey,
I'm
once
not.
You plug it in.
You
Or do I need
know.
to put it under the table? Why does it need to be under something?
No, I
It
put
doesn't.
above.
The salt light
put it
doesn't be.
above.
That's
We
if
can
you
move the-
do
move
the
the head.
economical thing.
No,
No,
we're
the
not
salt
touching
light.
the head.
Move
The
the
salt
head.
light can be right here, Speedy. It can be
Put it right in the
anywhere.
middle, yeah.
What I was,
It'll
what
suck
I
all the
said.
negative energy. out.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I said under the table was the water with the salt in it.
Oh, okay.
And when you do it after a couple of weeks, well, I guess it depends on the type of salt you use, but
Uh-huh.
it will start if you got a lot of energy to get rid of. This will scare you. Don't listen. It will it looks like it kind of frosts up,
Yeah, it looks frothy.
but don't you
But
listen.
it's grabbing the energy.
Yeah.
That's what they told you.
Yeah. It's kind of like food. Do you believe some food is alkaline and some food is
Yeah.
acidic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing.
But what
the
Tangi's
salt,
saying,
the salt has
I
the
got to
negative
s-
ions.
I
in
got
it.
to see all that in mine because I looked at it looked frosty. It looked like it had
You the
ice.
only one in the house.
No.
It's you, Robbie.
You were getting them energy.
No, because
You.
I had somebody who was visiting me regularly. When she was visiting me, I would always have bad energy afterwards.
No.
Red flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Speedy Seymour
that.
said you need to
Yeah.
cut out Teflon cookware, use stainless steel or ceramic, and add walnuts to your diet. There's a link between Teflon and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, because
I don't have Alzheimer's.
yeah, because of the
Fuck
the chemical that they use.
Seymour, don't have me come down to your city and deal with you.
But you know why
On
walnuts?
your
though?
bicycle.
You know why walnuts, though, right, Tangie?
They're alkaline.
Yeah, but you know why?
No, I don't know why they're
It's
alkaline.
brain food. Every fruit and vegetable and nuts that we have targets a specific organ in
But
the
some
body.
are acidic though.
Walnuts look like brains because they're brain.
Oh,
food.
I heard that. We did that one time here where we talked about how the food.
But
yeah.
it's but a lot of nuts. That's why I remember when we were growing up,
I never noticed they do like the left side of
Little
your brain.
brain.
they do.
Yeah.
But remember when we're
all food, most of the
Yeah, we
food
did
that what
this.
it's-
Yeah.
what it's designed to help looks like that item.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what looks like a vagina.
Like celery, for
Is
example.
avocado good for
What
a vagina?
what is celery?
What does
Peach.
a stalk of celery look like?
I don't know. What
Let's see.
If anybody ever seen a stalk of celery, it looks like a bone.
It does.
Even the way it grows.
Bone
Yeah.
density, yeah.
It comes out and it grows into one of stuff.
Stop.
It helps your bone density increase.
Yeah.
right? If you
Celery's bones. Sweet potato is pancreas.
now look at your pancreas. It looks like a sweet potato.
Ginger is the stomach.
If you look at the ginger root, it's shaped how your stomach is shaped.
Red wine is the blood.
Yep.
Carrots are the eyes.
Carrots.
Okay,
and
explain that
beets.
one, Nick.
Carrots and beets.
Cut a carrot in half. It looks like a pupil of an eye.
Avocado is the uterus.
You
That
tried.
makes sense.
Act like he knows.
Grape-
I
what he's
know.
saying.
Explain that one. He broke it down.
Tomatoes.
It's for the heart because of the arteries.
If you cut a tomato in
okay.
half, it actually looks like one of the chambers.
of the heart.
Grapes are the lungs.
But also grapes are also good for constipation. They also cleanse out the lower intestines. And then you have another fruit that does the higher intestines. Just don't eat kiwi.
Onions are the body cells.
What's wrong with kiwis?
Kiwi,
Yeah, what's wrong with
kiwis are just
kiwis?
like pineapple. They're not really alkaline fruit. They're basically man-made.
Can I say something? Let me just say this, 'cause I keep hearing this alkaline stuff, and it's getting ridiculous. Listen,
Man-made.
your
Okay.
body cannot be completely alkaline. You would die.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dr. Sebi lived a long time, though. How
Yeah.
come?
Dr.
But he wasn't completely out.
Okay.
But he didn't die from his diet.
He wasn't completely alkaline either. You cannot. The human body is not designed
on,
to
caller.
be completely alkaline.
It's all right. I'm not anyway. I got pecans in my bag
so I know,
right now.
but
They're
that's
acidic.
just listen. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound messed up, whatever. Okay, there's certain group of people out in the world I don't trust. So anytime they say something, I question it. I would advise you to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Why would they want to help you?
Look
I don't
into it.
understand. So I question everything they promote.
Who are you questioning?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Whoever has the ability to put commercials out.
Hi, Speedy. This is Seymour.
Seymour, don't have me come
White
find you.
people,
I will
Tangie,
come
want me
to
say
your
it.
city and I will find you.
Seymour,
Trust the nigga.
it's Speedy. You cannot be this obtuse. But then I am talking to
word.
Speedy. Yes, you can be obtuse.
Great word.
Sir, the reason why I said that, didn't your mother pass from Alzheimer's? Speedy?
From the complications, yes.
Yes.
But I
So
don't
what
have-
I'm saying is I'm not saying that you do.
Oh.
We're talking about preventative medicine,
Got it.
preventative methods. And thank you, Robbie. Robbie is over there with just a wealth of information. Walnut is
we
considered
don't
a
know
brain
why.
food.
We
Yeah.
don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wealth of information is just sitting on it.
So that's
Great
all. I'm
word
like,
out
Speedy
there.
cannot be. I don't have Alzheimer's. I'm trying to prevent you from having it because some things.
Well, I don't like your
can
energy.
run in your
and
family.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
the
get some
genes.
salt and sprinkle it on me because I don't want your
Look at y'all
energy.
sprinkling over the shoulder.
Well, make sure it's
That's a different
Make
thing.
sure it's some Himalayan salt.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I like sea salt.
Okay, can you do that?
I will not.
Well, it's not better than Himalayan salt. The pink salt is the best.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
But you know why
Yes, it
Alzheimer's
is.
is more prevalent with us now? Alzheimer's and dementia. My great grandfather,
Chips.
he had dementia. Huh?
Chips,
What do you
You
mean,
mean
chips?
potato chips?
fried food, all the chemicals. we
Processed.
eat,
Well,
Process.
television.
my great grandfather didn't.
You said television.
Everything.
Y'all
No,
laughing.
television. No, my great grandfather, he didn't have. A lot
Thank
of,
you, Simone.
Thanks,
Simone.
Seymour.
He didn't have a lot of fast food, and when we had to spend time with him on the farm, we didn't do that. We had to go and dig up Gruber's peanuts. We had to dig up peanuts and wash them off and let them set out, and then we bake them. You know, we had to do the normal shit.
Bacon
But-
nuts.
You know, I had to bake some nuts. Peanuts, we called them Gruber's.
I never knew a nut baker before. But go ahead. Or a nut picker for that matter. But go ahead.
What you doing?
Danny
Picking
D,
nuts?
Danny D said he knows all about health food, but he walked in with a bag of cheeseburgers.
Most healthy people are like that. They're kind of like religious people, you know.
No, you know what? Because
Same dude with 2 lamps and salt. I
Yeah.
give you one.
Yeah.
McDonald's had real burgers up until the last. Remember when chicken nuggets first came out, you'd have gristle or beak or shit in there. Anyway, long story boring.
Get the
He
chicken
said a
Nuggets. Where you
beak.
get the chicken nuggets?
Who bit
They had
into the
beak in
beak?
there?
Ah, it's a beak.
They
chicken
shaved the beak
nuggets?
off the little bird. That's
Oh wow.
Because they weren't.
So
they
what?
Were new.
What part of it is the chicken? Is the nugget?
scraps.
Yeah.
They don't have no. Yeah, the scraps.
Scraps.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You gotta go.
What?
No, I'm saying.
What do you
this
think?
is tripping
You
me
think they're
out.
gonna throw the
Oh,
scraps away? Why would they do that? Somebody gonna eat it. It's
My
still-
great
it's wrong with
grandfather,
scraps of chicken.
because of his diet, the dementia. When dementia was selling in with him, dementia, he had the effects of dementia.
You said it 3 times. You
Yeah.
might want to
might
eat some
have to
nuts.
mention
I
You
might want to
wanna
just get checked out.
You can check your DNA to see if you're a carrier for
No, I'm not.
dementia.
What's wrong,
No.
Tan?
and
What you read?
Alzheimer's.
I'm not. I'm not.
What'd you read?
I'm not.
You already checked?
I rebuke that.
Hold on. What did you read? Hold on. What'd you
In
read,
the
Tan?
name.
You read something.
I'm just listening. You
'Cause
know,
you-
I just.
This is Tangie.
But their diets were different than ours because they had real stuff, real food. All of our shit is too much processed. Before 1948, where were the grocery stores? Our backyards.
That's why.
Our backyards. We grew our own.
That's why the men could bring the groceries in, Speedy, because the women were working in the garden.
No, the men were working in gardens too.
And now my auntie still works in her garden.
Then what were the preservatives?
She's
Do you
still.
garden?
Pardon?
Do you have a garden?
I do, but guess what I did, Nick? Guess what I did?
You smoked it all?
I ate everything, and then after I ate it, I stopped watering it, and I should have kept watering it. But you know what is still alive? That dagnabbit kale. Kale lives through anything. But since I'm here today, I think I will because I buy my stuff from that shop.
Oh, I thought something was in here. I was like, what the fuck?
A lot of people don't know this. This is actually recorded in the scriptures too. If anybody actually want to know how to garden, you should actually read the scriptures. That's a really good plan in there. But you shouldn't eat your first harvest.
Oh,
Too late.
Wow.
Too late.
Well, you see, Tangie ain't got no food now. But that could have something to do with it if I was guessing.
And if I had watered the stuff too, would have helped too.
Right.
So what are you supposed to do with the first harvest?
I don't know. The good book says you don't eat the first harvest. You're supposed to pull it, replant it, and then the second harvest to come about, that's the harvest you're supposed to enjoy. So it could be a connection with I don't know.
But the first harvest, you know what they used to do in the first harvest? They would take it and they would make compost or mulch out of it. And that's how they replant
I always feel like Robbie was.
Oh, see, there you go.
God took Robbie sitting there. Check that out. Come back.
Yeah.
I think he did.
We got a phone call.
Hey, Pete.
Caller.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
First of all, I want to say I can whoop everybody on the show. Nobody can whoop me, first of all.
In Carom? Shit. Nigga, please. I
No,
never lost.
Hand combat, nigga.
Okay. Well,
And what? I'm sorry. What did he say? In what combat? His phone was going out.
In hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, your Boost Mobile's fucking up, but thank you. He said in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, leave your flip phone open.
He said, I got
Hey, I just wanted to say, people, they had all these theories and stuff, but listen, I got some crackheads in my family that's in their 70s and 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out if crack and heroin, that might add you a couple years on to your life. You feel me? So I ain't saying try it, but I'm saying, hey, you never know.
No one's ever died. I don't think anyone's ever died from crack.
No, they just.
I don't think you can overdose.
Yeah, nobody ever died from crack.
No.
I think crack almost like
Crack is pretty
preserves
good because crack is
Even when
it's purified.
They fuck up your vocals. I know that.
Even with the COVID though, the homeless people weren't getting COVID like the other
Sure
people.
did.
Little crack.
Homeless people still here.
A little light.
Did you say happy birthday?
Still building shit.
DJ out the Vegas, you say happy birthday to Tangie?
No, he didn't. He didn't even act like I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
So
no,
worried about having
hand-to-hand with
well,
dudes. That's what
Hand to
he
hand.
is.
Talked about combat. He wanted to
I was
fight.
on
so
my
I just
I was
said
on my
that.
Nick today.
Oh.
You was on some
you was on
dude,
Nick.
You
damn.
don't stay
You
on
was
Nick.
on
You was on some Nick.
I don't fight dudes, so I don't know.
I said I was on my Nick today. Nick don't celebrate them colonizer holidays and
Gotcha.
celebrations
I take no
of
part in
self
these
and stuff like that.
celebrations,
So for today, but tomorrow I was gonna be right back telling people happy
Wait,
birthday.
Hey, D, got a
Happy
quick
birthday,
question.
Tangie.
Wait, don't go. Quick question. Where are you at in the Bay?
He's not.
He's nice.
In the
Vegas.
Bay,
He's in Vegas.
Las Vegas,
Yeah,
Nevada.
Oh, I thought this
In
was
the desert.
I thought this was D from the Bay. You said.
No,
No,
DJ out in Vegas.
DJ out there.
Oh, DJ out
DJ out
Vegas.
there, Vegas.
Okay. Never mind, man.
No,
Thank
nigga,
you.
fuck that. Answer the question.
Okay. Well, listen. What I want to say is happy birthday to Tangie Ambrose, and to celebrate
Thank you.
Tangie Ambrose's birthday, I'm gonna go home and watch I Got the Hookup.
Or you can go on her website and buy your girl
Thank
one
you.
of those outfits,
The
man.
$55
Well-
bundle.
Oh yeah, that would
She
be.
got the bundle.
Or you can
Well-
buy a shirt for
Yeah.
cheaper
Yeah.
and no shipping.
And just say happy birthday when you buy it.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That would be nice too.
I'm gonna just rent. I got the hookup. How about that?
For what
That
is
money
it?
not
What is
going
it?
to her.
$4.99.
You'll get a check in the mail, Chansey. You'll get a check in the mail in about 6 months.
Yeah.
37 cents.
37 cents. And I will appreciate it. I will bless it and deposit it and give thanks for you. So thank you so
Pay
much.
it forward,
DJ.
baby. Pay it forward.
I will.
Stick yourself. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Somebody said how to smoke and preserve your organs.
Damn.
You gotta go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gotta go.
They also
Zari's
said-
got to go.
Yeah.
She got to go pick up Michelle.
Sorry.
Yes.
Did you want to say
You wanna give your
anything
information?
before you left?
Y'all can follow me at
Oh,
Just Call
You
Me
better not.
Czar.
Oh.
Just
Yeah,
what?
Just Call Me Czar.
JUSTCALLMEZAR.
ZHAR.
See, you got to spell it out for
Boy,
people.
y'all didn't give me a chance.
She's old.
Yeah, Tangie. She was going to spell it next, Tangie.
Go ahead, spell it. Do your thing, Zar. Do your
Just call me ZHAR. Czar.
call me. If you need-
I didn't know. Sometimes when you move the phone, it hangs up.
Speedy, I'm sitting here looking at you.
Oh,
So what you trying to do is actually Donald Trump me?
That's a new adjective.
yeah, you didn't see what you saw.
But anyway, yeah, I mean that right there. I think I get madder off of that anything more so than anything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like don't ask me for my food if I didn't offer it to you. Don't ask me for it.
Yeah.
And I don't like sharing food. And leave my fucking plate alone.
That brings out the ugly in you.
No, it brings out the hatred in me.
I feel it.
That's pretty
I
deep.
feel it. And see, that's when you would need the salt lamp.
No, you don't. I got a finger lamp.
I don't.
Finger
that
lamp?
That ain't gonna help. Ain't none of that gonna help. Cause see, I was like that. Cause did your mother or father ever just eat off your plate?
All the time.
Yeah.
And didn't that just irritate you?
So my dad, when you would,
Please
never
don't
forget
tell
this.
us about the ice cream
I wasn't finna say the ice cream.
or the apple
I wasn't gonna say the apple.
or whatever that is that you talked about 50 times over. So you finna hang up on me again, mother.
We already know you by now.
No, Arnaz J. So Arnaz J, when he lived out here, we would always go play ball. But afterwards, we'd go eat or get something, whatever. And he always didn't have no money. He said, all I got is a credit card. I was like, okay, nigga.
Just use it.
But, back then, people were using credit cards all the time. They had cash. But now everybody has pretty much a card on them. But he never paid. Arnaz never paid. Like, never. I look at, we go somewhere, I get one time, you get it next time. Or if you don't have it, genuinely don't have it, that's fine, I get it.
Yeah.
It ain't no biggie. I'm not like, yo, you got to get some money next time. But you can't work me every fucking time we go out.
Every time.
Every
That's
time.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just
That's
it.
a lot.
You got
Gotta
those.
bring out the ugly.
You got those. Me and Matt Marv went out one night to Sam's Hofbrau, and Sam's is a titty bar downtown, but they got awesome. No.
Should have known. I know it wasn't no burger joint
I
named
knew he was going to
Hofbrau.
say that.
No. The food was off the chain.
Oh, yeah. Strip clubs got some of the best food in the world.
Yeah.
No, the ones downtown.
No, I'm saying in general.
Yeah. So we went down specifically for their steak. They had a steak special. Mara goes, they got a steak, baked potato, vegetables, and a salad. $5. I said,
Okay, it's not bad.
What? $5.
Cost $50 to get in. But
No, it was
it's a joke.
it was 20.
So you pay $25 for the steak.
Basically. So we go up in that mug and we eating, and one of his partners, Clay, we had to pay for that nigga to get in. We had to pay this nigga.
He'd have been outside.
This nigga was mad because, hey man, I ain't got it. Y'all think y'all could piece up and all?
No.
And I was just on that Marv like that. So when the lap dances came, he gonna slide on over while Marv was getting a lap dance. He's like, man, she good on us, huh? He's like, nigga, I'm paying for this lap dance.
Well, you can't stop him from seeing. What brings out the ugly in you, Doc?
The one that I said was don't wake me up for something stupid.
Yeah.
For sex?
Now,
No, for something stupid. Like I can't find my keys.
Oh,
or,
yeah, actually, where the remote
something
is.
stupid.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I'm asleep. How would I
Like
know?
what? I mean,
where the
yeah.
remote is?
so how does a person
Something
know
stupid.
that? Did you tell the person ahead of time, like, yo, I don't like to be woken up?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll say it before they get kicked
Say-
out.
Before they get kicked
No.
out.
So the first
You just
time is a
woke me
pass.
up. No,
First one was a pass. Like, hey.
Yeah,
don't-
don't do it again. Yeah.
So he's supposed to tiptoe out?
no.
You gotta say
It
bye,
can't
give
be
you a kiss on the
something
forehead. And we always
Yeah,
go,
you can kiss
I'll call
me.
you later. I don't know why we do that.
No.
Do you wake up
Yeah.
angry or do you get angry after you realize what they woke you up for?
Once you realize it's
After
something
I
stupid.
realized, yeah.
Okay.
I can't
Because
find my
I don't
keys.
wake up like all angry or something, but
Okay.
when you like fully wake up, you're like, wait, you just asked me for some keys and you woke me up out of a good sleep,
Yeah.
the deep good sleep or something.
I've gotten upset
Yeah.
about that before
I'm like,
with my kids, because my brain is going. Sometimes it's hard for me to fall asleep. And so if you know it's been hard for me to fall, don't wake me up for something stupid. Mommy, can I have something? And I'll be like, I
yep.
said, no, what?
How old are they?
Yeah.
How old are
What?
Yes.
21 and 22. No, I'm playing.
13
making
and
up numbers.
17.
13 and 17.
Yeah.
The 17 ought to be cooking for the 13-year-old and leaving you a plate. Shit.
Well, we're not talking about cooking. They can both cook.
No, I'm talking about
them
anything.
waking me up.
Anything. Look,
Yeah.
all I knew was my mama, when the door was closed, don't ask
go
her
in that
for
boat.
Yeah.
shit.
You could not go.
I
in my
never
mother-
close my door.
No?
Mm-mm.
My mother
Unless
did.
I'm naked, and then I don't
My
want my
mother's
son to
door
see me naked.
By what
'cause Speedy
times-
said,
by what
don't
times
be
are you
walking
naked at
around
night?
Don't
naked.
walk around naked.
Robbie.
But what time do you
What time?
It varies.
The window is right in the front.
My door is closed.
Tangie. My car broke down.
Robbie's here outside.
All right, what about you, Nick? What brings out the?
Telling him happy birthday.
No, not that.
Happy birthday,
Don't call
Nick.
Nick. Nick, I know when I'm looking at my phone, and I'll call, and I know he's staring at it like, what my dad want? And I like 4 rings, 5 rings,
Because, Pop,
6.
I got 2 options. The good book says, honor thy father and thy mother. So
Well, do what I say now.
That's not what that means.
Yes, it do.
That's not what that means.
It is what it means.
That's not what honor your parents means.
That's what I wrote down. I don't know what you wrote down.
That's why I follow the good book and not the
Your
speedy
son,
book.
you
So I got
The
2
Speedy
options.
book.
And everyone knows I do not answer my phone Friday sundown, Saturday sundown.
But this was Thursday
There's
evening.
no reason to call me. There's no reason to text me.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get cussed out. That's what I assume. I assume either you got a biblical
You ain't cuss
question.
me out now.
So I got 2 options. Either cuss somebody out or don't say anything.
Yeah.
I'll take the
But
latter.
you know if I'm calling you, it's important.
It pops. The last few times you called me on Saturday, it ain't been important. And every
To
time
you, it's important to me.
I look at the phone.
It's very
and I'm
important to
like,
me.
It's not about you on Saturday.
It is about
It's
me.
not.
It's my life.
It's not about you though.
You know-
My life ain't about your life. My life is about serving the Most
It's
High.
weird how you bring
So on
somebody
Sat-
into this
on
world,
Saturday,
and then they treat you like you ain't.
that ain't
You
my
can't call
problem.
me.
That's
So
not
Nick,
my problem.
it's from Friday sundown to Sunday sundown?
Yes. And
Yeah.
if somebody can't respect it, that's not my problem.
It's not a
either.
matter of respect.
That's not-
It's important.
None of that's my problem. That's what nobody
is
understands.
important?
No, it's not my problem. It gotta,
That is important.
Don't call me on Friday sundown.
But it's important.
Don't call me. I'm the wrong person. I can't do nothing for you on Friday sundown.
Yes, you can.
I can't do nothing about your issues.
It's not an issue.
Whatever the problem is,
It's
I
not
can't.
a
I can't
problem.
fix it. I can't adjust to it. I can't solve it. I ain't got no advice but
You
the scripture.
you act that way during the week.
That's it. I'm trying to be consistent.
Nick, is there anything else that you do during those times that you don't do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever?
No. Saturday.
When did Friday get
So the
thrown in?
eating is the same. Your behavior.
Well,
You
I
watch
don't-
TV,
I don't
go
really-
to the movies,
I-
have sex. All that's the same.
Well, yeah. So exactly. So the Sabbath, right? It says man was made. I mean, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. I mean, I wasn't born to serve the Sabbath.
Right.
Right. The Sabbath was made for me to have a day to relax and observe the Most High.
And what day is this?
That's Friday sundown, Saturday sundown.
And see, you never told me about the Friday.
And so what time is
After
that?
he
So
leaves
he'll
here.
be
Sundown.
clear.
After he leaves here
Sundown.
on
It's based
Friday.
on the sun.
So it depends on how the
as long as the
season
sun is up, you can call me. The moment that sun hit down,
You
it's a
can.
wrap.
Yeah.
And then so
It's a wrap.
you can't call after the sun on Friday. He cannot call all
put
day
your phone up.
Saturday. And when the sun comes back up.
No, when the sun go down Saturday, you can hit my line.
Oh, so not Sunday sundown, Saturday Sunday.
Yeah, Friday
Speedy.
sundown.
But that's
I'm a call.
That's keeping it.
Because
That's
if it's
keeping it
important,
orthodox.
I'm
That's
calling.
it. No, I don't know
Yeah.
nothing about that, Robbie. I'm keeping the most
What's
high
what's
commandments.
wrong?
No. But I mean, to me, it just sounds orthodox because it's
No,
it's,
no.
it's very
No,
it's
that's-
very strict.
What
It's
I'm
very
talking
strict.
about is before all that. This come from the earth. That's what I'm saying. That's what people don't understand.
What earth?
This
earth wrote it?
This is what the Most High. You gotta imagine something. If he didn't put this in place, nobody would have a day off. You mess around and work for somebody, they make you work every day of the week. Just like you have a regular job and you always have a day off. Where do you think they get that from?
I wonder when
That's-
they go to
that's nature.
sleep, like
That's
in Alaska, like, because don't they have seasons where the
6
sun
months.
is
Yeah,
out?
Yeah.
6 months. Sun
And
up
so I
all-
wonder
all
when
day
they
up there.
when they
You don't
have
want
Sabbath.
you don't want that. You don't
Yeah, I
want
don't
that.
know.
Sleep.
I'm not sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's predicated on.
What was that
the,
movie they did?
sun.
The guy was a killer or
30 Years of Dark, 30 Years of Night,
was
vampire movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
30 years. No, but
That was
no,
actually a
no,
good
no,
movie.
no. I know the
That
one you're
was a
talking
good
about with
one.
Robin Williams and
Yes.
Al Pacino.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That
Oh
was a good
my!
one,
And
too.
he went
That's a
insane
good
on that
cast.
one.
Mhm.
Insomniac.
You ever seen it, Nick?
Nah,
That's
Robin
good.
Williams and Al
Whoa.
Pacino.
That's a good
Man.
Robin Williams, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Al Pacino played the detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't go to sleep because you don't
You
sleep.
ca-
The
you-
sun, like the sun is up.
You been
Like,
now
it's
you've
up.
been there to do those gigs, right?
No, when
In
I went,
Alaska?
it was they were. I
I've
didn't
been
go
there.
during that. During that
I went.
I've been there.
I went during that time, and it is they got the blackout. The first time I seen blackout shades, and it was like 3:00 in the morning. We had did the gig. We went out to a strip club to eat afterwards
In Alaska?
in Alaska,
Oh.
and then we no.
Oh, you'll start off with. I was at a strip club.
I know.
Do you check out? Do you look up where the strip clubs are in the city before you go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the app, yeah,
no,
the
no.
app.
I got the guy. Usually the guides take us. Some of the guides
He has
take
a
us.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean a guide.
When
got a
you
guy.
when you get a massage, do they give you a happy ending?
No, I don't do those.
You don't do happy endings, or you don't do massages?
I don't do the happy endings. That's
Why?
Oh, you get massages?
Why?
I get massages from females, yeah, because they have gentle hands.
But you don't do happy endings.
Yeah. Why
No.
don't you? Why don't you do that?
The happy ending?
Yeah.
No motherfuckers' mouth is big.
surprised.
Hell no.
Oh, but with the massage, it's not always their mouth. It
Yeah,
could be their hand.
I don't do those.
Why you
either.
frown?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You sound
I
look
know,
like a
he's
dude came in the
offended.
room.
He offended.
Hey, buddy.
No, I'm
How you doing, Robbie?
I know. I'm a little picky.
Relax.
I'm a little.
My name is Charles.
I'm your masseuse. My name is
So
Leslie.
somebody come in. Hey, he got somebody. Go on to the other room.
My hands may be a little cold.
But he
No.
said he gets women because they have soft hands. So I was wondering if he would let the women give them a happy
Yeah.
ending.
No, because I'm a little.
That's what I was wondering, too.
I'm picky.
Yeah, you feel like you've been rubbing in dirt. I don't know.
I
got
have.
rough-
I
you got
got.
rough
I
hands?
got.
You have strong hands.
I got strong hands. I do.
Your son did more of the work. Your hands would be so goddamn strong.
I like
So
having
no
strong
wonder
hands.
why she
What?
jerking dudes off.
So when my man, when I touch him, he can feel it. When I hug somebody, they know I mean it with love.
No, that's.
And
kinda
I braid
manly.
hair. I do hair. I do, I'll paint. I do stuff.
You paint? What they got to do with you?
I use my
You painted
hands.
in your house. I haven't
Uses
seen
her
no
hands.
paintings.
You haven't paid attention to the
Wait, wait.
paintings
Well, I
because
tried
you in there
not. Wait,
fussing
wait.
about other stuff. But
Have
the
you ever
majority
had,
of the stuff
have you
in
ever had
there
a
I
massage
painted.
Tangie and got a happy ending?
No,
Since you asked me.
no,
Would you like one?
yes. Let me tell you what.
Do you
when
let your
I,
wax? Do you let your wax lady play with?
I don't get wax. You,
werewolf pussy! Woo!
You,
Fridays, right?
Oh my bad.
when I went to, boy, that just made me
Yeah.
sad. He said that. See, that's something that I would have to do some salt lamp because that made me sad.
Robbie.
Wow.
Somebody said Robbie need a sugar lamp.
Yeah. Nakia said Robbie looks up the strips and swinger clubs for each city.
Yeah.
Well, we're in Rome.
Hey, Marquis said something good. He said, I don't like it when my show is on or when you go to the movies and the people won't stop talking.
Oh, you don't talk to me.
Oh, I love
I think
that.
y'all don't
You're
like
right.
people.
No, I don't.
think that's
but
what
Nick,
I'm hearing.
I'm at the movie.
think
I don't
y'all
need
don't
you to
like-
talk to me at
No,
the
no,
movie.
Yeah, we're
Can I just say
watching a
something? I
movie.
think y'all
Why
don't
you
like
talking to me?
I
think
talk
y'all
to
don't
the
like human
movies.
beings.
Huh?
I think listening to everybody talk today, I just think
I like
people
human
don't
beings.
like human beings.
And I talk
I
in the movies.
enjoy human beings. I just want to be able to listen to the movie.
That's not part
I
of
didn't
being a
come
human being.
here.
Like if the baby's
We don't
crying
like to
in the
be
movie.
That's not part
bothered.
of
If
Baby
you
crying
want to
in the
listen,
movie?
you should probably watch it
home.
at
No, but we don't like to be bothered. Well, look,
Stay home.
we come from a generation of double features. We didn't have the
Double
We didn't
features.
have a multiplex movie
That sounds
cinema.
very antisocial to me, Robbie.
No, no, it's not antisocial.
To talk to you during the movie.
No,
No,
people
not talk to you, but
people
talk
during
like
theaters.
even watching what's the movie with the black superheroes that everybody was excited about?
Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Black Panther.
Watching Black Panther in a black movie theater
Totally
versus in a
different,
white
right.
theater. That black movie theater, it was the bomb because everybody was like, "Whoa!" We were all getting the jokes. We were all talking.
I got that
The
part.
white
I'm
theater,
talking
it
about
was
holding
quiet.
the conversation. I'm talking about going, "Oh, it's crazy. I wonder why he did that." If
But
we,
what I'm-
watch the movie,
Yeah.
we find out.
My point is that I've been alive long enough to realize we've all encountered all these things, right? So I realized this is just people. This is how people are. People are not one way. People don't just go to the theater and sit there and be quiet. People
Shut
go to
the
the
fuck
theater,
up.
they bring babies, the baby crying in the
Baby.
back.
Never understand that.
People
Babies
throw
crying.
popcorn. This is people.
But he is talking about something different. Like he's talking about if Speedy takes me to the movies, he's fine if I go, "Oh, that was crazy. Oh my goodness." But if I say, "Speedy, do you think we can go get something to eat?"
Will you shut the fuck up about the movie?
Yeah.
Speedy.
I got you 100% Tangie,
Yeah.
I
right?
love the
See,
way
that's
your
different.
car
That's what I'm
smells.
talking
Yeah.
about. That's what I'm
Speedy,
talking
I
about.
got
Go
you,
to the
but
movies again next
when I
week.
leave
This
my
was
house and
fun.
decide to go to the theater, all that comes into account. There might be a baby there. The person I had nachos dropped on me one time. You know how people scoot behind you?
Damn.
The lady was scooting behind me and just dropped her nachos.
And you didn't get
And
upset.
you ate them?
I just said
That kind of stuff wouldn't upset
And
me.
she was as she's cleaning them off. I'm just looking forward.
So,
I'm like,
Cheese?
if
Did
I
you
get
get some
upset,
cheese?
what
Go
am
ahead.
I do? Beat the woman?
So-
up?
so-
Hold on,
Yes, fuck her up.
I got to stay home next time.
And what's the movie with?
But Nick, what about if we went to the movies? If we were dating, we went to the movies, and it's a great movie, and you're watching the movie
not
or
gonna
trying to
watch
watch
the
the
movie
movie,
with me,
and look,
At
and
all.
I'm kissing on you.
We not watching no more movies,
playing.
Tangie. That's over.
Tangie,
Movies
But
over.
would
we
that get
watching
on your
all
nerves?
we watching all our movies at the house on Fire Stick.
Or
Dead.
what about if you're watching the movie and it's a great part, and I'm like, do you think I should go to the rollout show next week?
No.
No, I would just take listen, this is the difference. I would take into account, okay, this is Tangie, right? So now I know. If Tangie, you want to go see a movie, I go see when I really don't want to see with Tangie.
Oh.
That way it
Smart,
don't matter
yeah.
what happens.
If I behave like
I
I
got
would
one-
Don't
be
even
like,
matter though.
I got
See,
one.
that's why I
You
love
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you can do you. I'd be like, go ahead, talk through the whole movie.
so
One-
you-
one quick
I
question.
love that,
Call it-
Nick. Thank
Hold on,
you.
caller.
Caller, go ahead.
I wonder why they
would
haven't
you think
come
of
up
somebody
with
else?
somebody hasn't come up with the technology where you have
Shoot somebody over the phone?
headphones and you can be able to take headphones to the movie theater and watch the movie and have headphones on.
Oh, kind of like the clubs they have now, huh, Vernon?
Yeah.
Well, it would have worked.
So you don't have to listen to people running their mouth at
Now, Vernon, you think it'll work
and
if
doing
you
popcorn and having full-blown conversations behind you when you trying to watch the movie, and these stupid sons of bitches want to keep shut the fuck up.
Now, Vernon,
breathe.
I'm gonna say
That's
something.
why I like.
Hold
That's
on,
why I
Vernon.
like getting to the movie.
All right, Vernon, shut
Vernon.
up. Now listen, Vernon. Vernon, let me help you, Vernon. Vernon, let me help you,
Go
Vernon.
to the movies
Vernon,
with
let me help you, Vernon.
I love you, Vernon.
Now, a broken clock is right at least 2 times a day, right? Jay-Z
broken
said
clock?
it, even the trash can gets a steak occasionally. You know what I mean? So everybody wins sometimes. I think Vernon finally said something genius.
Which was?
And I think that would be cool if they had a movie theater and they
Oh,
had
with headphones.
an optional headphone port or a Bluetooth port
Yeah.
where you can just plug in, because everybody has headphones now.
Yeah, because a lot of times,
And I think that
a
would
lot
help
of
a lot
times,
of
if you're in the theater, you may miss something important. You may miss some important dialogue, or you may miss something important because of all
It
the
might be a
surrounding
safety
noise. If you had
That's what I
headphones
was
on,
gonna
a lot
say.
of
I knew
times
that,
people it
Rob.
works better.
I knew it.
All right, so
No, but
so hold on.
but that was I'm sorry. Go ahead, because
So at Top Gun,
Thanks,
thank you,
Vernon.
Vernon.
Thanks, Vernon.
Shout out
Top
to Vernon.
Gun, there's a guy in the theater who was snoring. Now, I'm talking about that deep when he was, and it was,
Oh, okay.
and everybody seen the movie. There's parts of it where it gets a little quiet.
Yeah.
And my man, and the whole theater was laughing. And he had, I guess, a young lady with him, and everybody kind of looking at her like, if you wake him up, we good. Motherfucker. So
He probably like A-Dot. She know not to wake him up.
Yeah. Probably, exactly. He knocked out, yo.
so
She's
somebody
like
go,
scared.
white folks, they went told. So somebody goes tell. So you see the guys coming in looking for who's snoring. This motherfucker didn't snore. And so we're like, come on. So I was like,
Hey.
seriously? And that's why I was like, seriously? So that's going to turn this into a fucking joke. So he walks down. My man comes back up. As soon as he goes out the door, my man said, I said, come. He snored the whole, to the end.
I would have
To
just got
the
my money
end.
back.
No, see,
Yeah.
now why you going to get your money back? You just said you can't stop shit.
That had nothing to do with the corporation.
would've got
They're
the money
prepared for this. They have money for these things.
Yeah.
They set money aside.
If people don't want to
you know,
see the movie.
Yeah, refunding tickets. And all
Now
that.
you tell
I
me.
went to
But
the
you-
movies.
but you also-
I went to the
but you
movies
also-
to a scary movie. It was a horror movie that this guy that I was dating at the time took me to,
you were dating a guy.
and I was jumping like I was because it was scaring me, and he kept saying,
I hate-
"Tangie,
I
shh,
hate that.
Tangie, shh." I moved. Did I move away from him, or did he move away from me? Whatever it was, we moved away from each other because I said, "How you gonna take me to a movie that's scary?"
Yeah.
And not expect me to be scared.
To jump.
And I
Caller.
have never gone to the movies with him again.
You sure wouldn't. Caller,
I
what's your
won't.
name? Where you calling from?
This DJ out there in Vegas for the record. One more again.
What it
What's
do,
up,
dog?
Jay?
I'm with Rob. I'm with Rob and Speedy on this one, man. Do not start talking to me during a movie.
Man,
Like,
Yeah.
fucking
for
weird.
number
Oh,
one,
yeah.
for number one, it's a quiet theater. It's a
Thank you.
public place.
Thank you.
Everybody's trying to enjoy the movie, and it's like I hate when I went to see Top Gun 2, which was fire, with my girl, and she's sitting there asking me questions, and I'm like, oh my god! All you have to do is watch the movie, like
Okay.
Or
my
watch the
time
first
seeing-
one. Because usually people asking questions
Well,
don't
look,
know what's going on.
This is what I told people. This is what I told everybody. You don't even have to watch the first one because the second one gives you flashbacks.
Sure
So
does.
Yeah, it does.
if you see the second Top Gun 2 and then you try to go
there's
back and
another
watch the
Top
first
Gun.
one, you're not going to appreciate
Yeah,
the
they
first
just
one.
dropped it.
You just have to be there. If you haven't seen it yet, there's no point in even watching it because you're not going to respect it
Now,
because there's too much technology in the second one that make it look too good.
Yeah.
And the first one looked like trash if you really go back and look at it. But yeah, it's like one time when I went to the movies with my homegirl and my homie, and he had a girl with him, and she drunk, and they start talking, and I had to, hey, like, why aren't you talking to her? Like, stop talking to her. Like, it's so, and she was like, and then some white girl said, shh, I know you didn't just shush me. I was like, oh my god, I was like, man, it's the last
I know
time.
you
Yeah, I
didn't
can't-
just
I
shush
can't.
me.
I'm
It's
feeling-
common courtesy. Don't do that shit.
You're
Yeah.
right, DJ. Other way,
Yeah.
good one, man. So Tangie,
Yep.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry, just fill me out.
shout out to DJ.
So I went to go watch Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Okay.
So the scene when he's inside the little cage and he's handcuffed, and they're coming in to bring his food. And my man sets the food on the ground. He gets out of the handcuffs, and when my man look up, he hits him. So at that moment, the young lady I was with screamed. I screamed too because she scared me. So it was like, ready? bitch! And everybody in the theater's laughing. I said, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you screaming and shit? But I hate that shit. Don't. If you jump, I'ma jump. And it's gonna be a mother. The popcorn's gonna fly everywhere. But literally, she was because the scene. Everybody remember that scene?
Yes.
He was cuffed.
Right.
And when my man looked over and saw the cuffs was loose,
Yeah.
motherfucker!
Yeah.
And I said, what the fuck is wrong? And this dude behind me was dying laughing. I said, anyway, nigga.
Yours was better than what he did. He
Yeah.
was like, Tangie, shh.
Because that's annoying.
Tangie. And he's an athlete, so he's
Allegedly.
very,
He plays softball.
Tangie.
That's not athlete.
No, he doesn't play softball.
DJ out to
Nothing
Vegas.
athletic
Boxer.
about that.
He reminded me of something that I do hate though. I hate when people ask me questions and we're both watching the movie for the first time.
That's what I was talking about,
No,
man. That's what I was talking about.
I don't mind talking. Like the talking is whatever.
No, I'm saying what you just said.
But how would I know this information? This is the both time we've both seen this.
Is he gonna
movie.
kill her?
And I'll be like, what they doing? I'm like, if we just wait 5 minutes, the plot gonna unfold. So I don't want to guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I always be like, I've never seen
ahead,
this.
Rob.
So I don't know.
I got one question. Has there been any scary movie or any movie you've seen that kind of got you on nerve where you just had to leave the theater?
No, not leave.
Or a scary movie so scary that you couldn't take it?
The Exorcist.
Shit.
You left?
Not to leave. I stayed,
Yeah.
but when we got home,
the
I
scariest
told the story.
movie I
We
ever
got
seen.
home and I looked in the closet. And the guy was like, "Is the clothes moving?" I snatched all this shit down. I told you, my dad. We went to go see. My dad never prayed ever. This one time he did.
See, Vern, I remember this story. Go ahead, Speedy.
You know what I'm gonna say? I might go. I've never been scared in a theater, but I remember the only time I've ever jumped in a movie, and I still remember to the day was watching The Ring.
The Ring was scary?
No, it was a part. I think when
The Ring was
when
scary.
they were on the boat and something happened with the horse, and I think the horse panicked and like rushed the dude and fell over. Whatever happened, however they set it up, I remember jumping in the theater. That's the only time I've ever been scared watching anything. I vividly remember being like, "Oh shit!"
The scariest.
Yeah, my heart.
What's
you know
the scariest
what I mean?
movie?
The scariest one I seen was The Evil Dead when it first came out.
Evil Dead. Was it vampire? I mean, not vampire. Zombies, right?
It's sort of like zombies. It was like the undead. It was like these people were having a seance in a little cabin, and then it just started.
So you screamed in the theater.
This is the worst part. We had begged my mother to take us to see it because you remember PG, you couldn't see it under 15.
Oh yeah, to go to parent.
No. Well, before PG-17, you had to be at least 13.
13, PG 13.
You had to PG-13. You had to be 13 or have it accompanied by a parent. So we begged my mother. My mother sat there with us. The first 5 minutes was so demonic. Rah, rah, rah. We were like, we gotta go. My mother just started laughing. No. I'm not wasting $5. No.
Yeah, I couldn't leave.
The only
my
movie I
theater.
ever walked out on and asked for my money back was Meet Dave.
Oh.
What's that about?
Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, that was
It was a horrible movie. Horrible.
I got scared during
And-
Poltergeist.
I thought you.
Oh, Poltergeist.
That bullshit.
That clown.
Poltergeist.
The clown.
Yes.
Like, did you scream?
Yes. And like Robbie, like my mom, they were like, "We paid for this. You're gonna." And I'm like,
Sit your little ass down.
Yeah, but Speedy, you remember that your parents would give you $3 to go to the movies. It was
Is this the 50s?
No. I mean, it was the 70s and 80s because it was $1.75. It was $1.75 to get in, and then your popcorn and everything and drink, and then the bus back.
It was a long time ago.
You could do all that with $3.
$3.
Al out of Houston said, "Tell Speedy he got scared
That's what I
during
was
the
gonna
refrigerator scene of 9.5 weeks because they wasted food."
OG Sleepy Loke
Nick,
said
the only
Speedy can't
time-
handle any movies about famine.
The
so
only
being
time I seen
concerned
that-
about
How
food.
about famine?
I want y'all to know today,
funny.
Speedy gave me lettuce. He had lettuce and he had
Tomatoes?
tomatoes. I was very proud.
She's full. She's stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you go to Tangie's house.
Ted, you used to eat raw?
Yes, nigga.
I do still eat
So,
raw.
I see a stove, but I ain't never seen her put anything on the motherfucker. So when I get there, she
Hold on,
got
caller.
leaves and squash. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Caller.
Caller.
Going once. I'm going to do my favorite
Hello?
thing. I'm gonna do
Vernon?
shit I love to do.
Who's your mama?
Nope,
Yeah, Tangie
nothing.
is everything's there. No, I didn't. What paintings in your house that you painted?
I painted the long
The one
one.
of your mom?
No, that was a picture.
I thought it was a painting. of
No,
your
that
mom.
was a picture, but I painted the long one of me with my locks, and you see my behind. You remember that
I
one?
never noticed that.
The angel. You don't remember.
What
I'll show
angel?
you next time you come.
Oil on canvas, or what do you do? You
I'll
do
show you.
pencil?
I
do
do
pencil?
all of it. I don't. No, I don't. I guess I don't do all of it. I do oil and I do acrylics.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'll show you when you come to
And
the
how
house.
often do you paint?
Before my career changed, I used to do it a lot. I used to have paint parties, and people would come over and we would all paint. I'll invite you.
You've
to the
never done a
next
paint
one.
and sip?
I'm cool.
You need to you need to do a paint and sip.
No, nigga, I don't like how you said that. Don't tell me what I needed.
No, it's really cool because your artistic side comes out,
Well,
and the food is good.
so the reason I ask, because I have canvases, and the best place to buy your paints, if you do paints or markers or anything like that, is Ross. And canvases. The canvas is $2 at the most.
Really?
For the really big ones, $4 or $5. Yeah, it's best place to buy.
Blank canvas.
They may have stained black canvas.
Because my son goes to Blick, and he goes.
No,
Nah, bro.
they rob. I spent $3,000 at Blick on
Go
time.
to Ross.
But you're an artist as well.
Yeah, but I would say this though. It depends on what he's doing though, because
But they have everything. They have the
He's a cartoonist. I
still
showed
have-
you his shit. My son's incredible.
I would tell him, just because I know how when it comes to painting, you have to just keep practicing. So I would definitely get materials from Ross. But if he's selling the art, I would definitely go Blick because it's a higher oil-based painting, and if you're selling painting, you don't want somebody to have your painting in 5 years. It looks totally different from when they bought it.
Right.
It starts to crack, and the paint changes color and all that
So,
kind of
so
stuff.
I guess I'm saying, like kids, like you said, if you, like you said, Nick said,
but
if
you
you
practice it,
start
you gotta
practicing,
practice,
go to Ross, man. When I tell you, you can get it all. If you're over 50, they get Tangie. If you're over
Yes.
50 and you go to Ross, they give you 10% off, 20% off.
Really?
I am.
On your whatever you buy on
Really?
every Tuesday.
Let
at
me
Ross.
write that down.
And I
Every
need to start
Tuesday
doing that. God
at
dang.
Ross.
Or-
If you're over 50, you have to be over 50.
Another
I'm
trick
over
is
50.
You can get a gloss acrylic to put over your paint. So let's say if you don't use a expensive paint and use a cheaper paint, you could just cover it when you're done with a gloss acrylic, and that'll preserve the color and all that kind of stuff.
Does the cheap paint flow the
Yeah.
same way when you paint?
No way. Because the more
I'm just
expensive
saying,
paints are higher in pigment and higher in the oil content.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
like
so
that.
like I have a brown that it took maybe a week and a half for it to dry just one layer of paint.
Yeah,
So
see, I can't
But
wait
you
that long.
but you do regular brush, or do you do the airbrush thing now?
I want to learn how to use a spray can.
Oh,
graffiti.
yeah.
I really want to know this, but I just feel like I need obviously need a large enough canvas to practice
Yeah.
on, like a wall. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but they have some
Yeah.
big canvas. I'm telling you,
You could
man.
do, yeah.
If you have kids out there and you're listening, go to Ross.
Go to Ross.
Go in there, the section where the paint is. They got all the paints of kids. They got the sets. They have the. If you want to buy individual paints, they have that. If you want to buy acrylic paint,
Get
they
your
have
kids
that.
some clay. One
Clay.
thing.
Clay.
See, like, that's
We
what I'm
have
saying.
it all
clay
over the
too.
A
house.
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of kids grow up painting, which is cool. But art is subjective. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not a functional thing. So
Yeah.
you have to build a fan base. People have to like your art. All these things come into play. Something that's functional art pieces are clay, right? Because I can make bowls. I can start up my own business. I can make clay bowls. I can make clay pots. I can make. I can literally make
Yeah.
anything from clay. It's just tangible and sell it.
See, but
Yeah.
you, but,
Somebody who's not necessarily an art fan. You know,
see,
so
but
it's
you
not
know
limited
what you're
to-
talking about is stuff that we went to high school on. I had made ashtrays and made
Yeah,
bowls
but
and
I
everything.
learned that from my grandfather. Like I didn't do that in school. My grandfather, I would go to my grandmother's house and he would be in the kitchen. He would make teeth. This nigga made teeth. He made dental teeth. He made
Out of porcelain stuff.
Yeah, he would make, and I would sit there and watch it. He would watch a Laker game, and he would be making either clay jewelry. He would make my grandmother tons of clay jewelry, earrings, necklaces, everything. And he would make dental teeth. He would make all these type of things. So I would see him do this. He would show me how to, mix the clay and all this kind of stuff, and how to heat it up and fire it and all that stuff in the heater. So I would say definitely, if your kids don't like the paint, because some kids just don't get it. Paint is not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? So some
Yeah.
kids may not take to it.
Madison does.
Try clay though. Like a lot. I see
My
a lot
son
of
gave
kids.
me he made me a beautiful plate for
Yeah, see?
my birthday. It's fabulous. And
Did it
he
look
made
like a
me
lawnmower?
a cup. No, it's I should have brought it. It's
I love
beautiful.
clay art because, like I said,
Well,
it's art
I do
and
too.
I like seeing
tangible.
it,
You
yeah.
can use it. You
Tangible.
Can pass
Now,
it
did
down.
you know he was
Tangible
making?
Tangie.
Or you?
No,
Oh,
I
you
didn't. I didn't. I didn't. It was a surprise.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's
That's dope.
beautiful. It's the only thing is I don't want to use it, so I have it propped up
Mm-hmm.
because of how he painted it and all that stuff. It's just fabulous.
Oh,
but
he thought you were gonna like use it as a plate.
he didn't know what I was gonna do with it.
No, because usually people make those. I'm assuming you're not gonna use it as a plate. I don't want to see it in the dishwasher.
Oh no, but we have plates that we painted that we use as plate plates.
really?
Yeah, yeah. We
That's very
we're
bohemian.
artsy people. Like, you know, they got those little sets where you could buy 4 plates and the paint, and you can paint it and put it in the oven. We did that when they were kids. You know, I'm creative, so you know. Yeah.
But that was high school. We did that shit in high school. We made plates. I made chisels, screwdrivers. I made a toolbox. My mother still has the jewelry box.
You didn't make no macaroni frame.
Did you make
the macaroni frame?
Everybody made macaroni.
No, we did that.
So,
We
yeah.
did that in elementary school.
Macaroni frame.
That's first grade, Nick.
But in junior high,
Mine was silver. My mama still got mine.
in wish up class,
Well,
I made my
actually
mom a
had
jewelry
it,
box.
I gave it to her.
It got nothing to do with me.
She did?
I'm just saying, I had it.
No, I made a
gave it away.
a
Give it to
wooden
your
jewelry
mom.
box with a lid. My mother still has it.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
40
cool.
yeah,
I'm trying to
40
think,
years.
Nick, what did you make me?
I made a shelf that had the Jordan thing on the back. It had the mirror in it, and it was a shelf that had a Jordan thing on it.
So
yeah.
you
Jordan logo?
lost what he gave you.
And
Yeah.
that was the first
many
thing I
times we
ever learned
moved
how to
since
do.
then?
Damn.
That was the first thing I learned how to do in wood class.
And you don't like
I took
moving
wood
to this
shop.
day.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that was the last year they had wood shop.
I hate
love
now.
to move.
You know what though,
Woodshop,
Robbie?
Yeah.
I love unpacking.
I love to move.
No, I hate moving. But when it comes to like unpacking, I'm
Yeah.
like, Nick, I work at box to box. I go, give me that box because I know where that stuff goes.
Yeah.
So I can organize better. But to pack up,
Yeah,
I hate
'cause
that
he's
shit.
a Virgo.
Yeah.
I
It takes
hate
a
it.
lot.
I hate moving because as comics, you know, we had to find this. When I was living here in North Hollywood, I loved it. I didn't want to leave. But then when I was living in Culver City, I was like, yeah, because it was too far from where I needed to be. So
Yeah.
then when I moved to Hollywood and then to Miracle Mile, I've been in Miracle Mile the longest. I was living, matter of fact, across the street.
So you don't mind packing your things to go.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
wow.
I'm saying with you, but to a degree. I just don't like the whole moving aspect anymore.
I never have.
I
hate.
love
Okay, yeah.
packing.
I hate
Like
I'm
room.
that
excellent.
first day?
When it's time to move, I love packing. My mother and I would move every year. I remember
Shit, that's
wow.
called
We-
eviction.
we did because my mother used to date this man named Ray Witzel, and Ray Witzel told my mother, whenever you can afford, wherever you're living, move to somewhere else. Always live beyond your means, and that's why. And you'll keep climbing. And so it was never eviction, but we would move
Wow,
all the
told
time.
you, man.
And I remember one Christmas Eve, she came in and said, "We're moving." And so I'm
Christmas
excellent.
Eve?
Christmas
Wow.
Eve, and I still
That's
would have the
eviction.
tree
Oh,
and the
that's
gifts and
good.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But we would
Bland.
pack, and like the way we would pack is we wouldn't waste stuff. Like we would take clothes and wrap up the glasses and plates and wrap up the china and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it was nothing wasted.
But my question is, why move out of your means? I mean, I don't understand.
It wasn't. It was so that she wouldn't get comfortable, and she didn't stop moving until she was in this big, beautiful house and really comfortable. But older
So
and
every
not
place
interested.
before that was just to get to the next one.
To get to the next one. Yep. So we always kept growing.
Now,
so
was this guy still in her life, or is it just something he told her?
it was just something he told her. They did date for a while, Ray Witzel. That's why I remember his name.
I wouldn't want to
but-
move like that.
Oh, I
Because that's too
loved
much
it.
stress.
I went to a different elementary school every
Tangie,
year.
Let me say this. This is a fact. When I was with my dad, we moved every year.
No, we didn't.
See, and probably
we
for
lived
the
more than a
same
year, Pop?
reason.
More than we always lived at least 2 years.
Where?
When you were in high school?
Where?
In Reseda. That house in Reseda? I waited till after you finished high school.
No,
then I moved.
no, Pop, because then we moved over here.
No. Oh, Donald graduated. I'm sorry. Donald graduated. Because you moved, because
We
I
was in
moved
North
you to.
Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
No,
it was
no.
in Reseda.
I got you, but after that, remember we moved to North. We was
Yeah, but
to
Donald
North,
had graduated.
Pops, no, we moved to Northridge. Because I remember having to go to school, and I would always stop at the Northridge College and play basketball. We moved to North. Listen, man, anyways. We never lived anywhere more than a year. I used to trip, and it was crazy because my mom was the opposite, right? My mom would be somewhere
Stable.
at least like 5 years at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So she would be somewhere like 5 years, and then she would move. But anytime she moved, I knew like where she moves to, she's gonna be here for the next 4 or 5 years.
Oh, okay.
But on the flip side of that, I thought it was fun.
Right.
To move. So I always trip on how my parents look at life and how I perceived it, right? So I
Yeah.
think a lot of
Yeah.
I don't know what
and
you
I,
saw.
I always tell parents like, look, as somebody who grew up and stuff, and I hear my mom like, well, I struggled in this. Those are the only times I remember that were fun.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's kind of an interesting way. But I
That is
knew every
interesting.
year with my dad we was gonna move to a different place. I thought that was a cool thing.
I liked it too.
You know, except for the one time we moved, and I think we moved to North Hollywood, and we unpacked. It was a house. It was a lot of brick on the outside. I remember that. And we unpacked everything, and we was up to like 3 in the morning. And for a kid, that's late. And I remember we went to sleep, and we literally woke up, and we had to move everything like the next day or two.
I don't remember that one.
I remember that vividly.
It
was like 2 days later. He was like, "Oh man, we got to move. We moved to this other place." I'm like, "All right, I'm a little over this movie stuff now. It's getting a little ridiculous."
No, I hate moving, but I love like you are about packing.
Yep. So we could work together because you like to organize and put the stuff.
Because I want to get it right.
Yep. Me
Instead
too.
of just putting shit in and where's that box going? I usually tell people don't fuck with nothing.
Like Christmas, Speedy. Like Christmas. Now I have to breathe because the kids want to help, but I don't like. I do like it when they help, but I enjoy having all of my Christmas stuff your way, packed where I know it is, and then I can put it where I want it to go on the tree, and then when it's time to take down all the Christmas decorations, everything has a place. But when my kids help, it's like, I don't know, and I have to breathe because I'm like, let them help, Tangie. Let them help.
Now, how stable are you now?
Now with my kids because
I remember when you lived in Hollywood, when I lived in Hollywood.
Yeah, but since I had kids, I haven't left Valley Village because they both went to Colfax. And they both went to,
Hollywood High.
But now, now my daughter's going to go to Champs. So she's going to go to an art school. So after, I can move now. So I am actively looking.
And that was the thing with me. When I moved, I'm sorry.
Call her, what's your name? Where you call it from? If it's Vern, we're going to hang up.
No, don't do that. Speedy, it's a simple question. No, this is a question. When you unpack, what rooms do you usually start with first?
Because I have the boxes labeled, so it don't matter. Whenever whatever box comes in, I look at what's on there, and then I take that box to that room or the kitchen or whatever it is. Because once it go into the truck, it's in the truck. So when they're pulling them out, I work it from whatever pulled out, but I don't want nobody to help me. Unlike Tangie, I don't breathe. No, motherfucker, I got it.
No, why don't you let your sons help you so they can learn?
Speedy, when you're unpacking, like let's say you have all the boxes in the house, there are certain rooms that most black folks do first. Which room do you do first?
Probably my room to hang my clothes up. Because I'm the dude that spend I get those boxes from the store that you hang the clothes up in the box.
The big ones, the hangers.
And them motherfuckers like $10, and then you end up just tearing them up.
The wardrobe boxes.
Them motherfuckers like what, $20 a pop?
$30 a pop. What are you talking about?
Ain't nobody got time to pay for them.
Okay, so the bedroom. So the bedroom. Who does the electronics?
I do. I do it all. I just said I do it all. I don't let nobody do nothing else.
Nakia needs you to help her unpack.
What, she got snacks?
She just moved.
Tangie,
yes, Vernon.
Tangie, what is your method of packing? What do you pack up first?
She has to sage everything first to make sure the energy
what do I pack up first?
Doesn't travel with it.
I usually start with either the kitchen or like the knickknacks, like the trophies
because you don't never know how much stuff you got until you get ready to pack it up.
You're absolutely right.
That's why that's why hoarders don't pack up.
They don't?
But I'm excited, Vernon, about my next move because, and that's why my next move, I'm like, I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Are you going to sell it or give it away?
You kind of have to do both, sell it and get rid of it, because you're purging yourself of the old to get new.
What I would say is I would sell it, but that's never what happens because in LA, it's too much. It's too much. You got to put it online or you got to have a yard sale and they're going to nickel and dime you. What I usually do is I can put it on the Valley Village website where, you offer people things, or I'll put it right there on the corner and it will be gone. I took a desk out of my house.
Valley, it's some about the Valley.
And don't leave your husband standing on the side of the street. It'll be gone
Valley's
in 2 minutes.
The only part of the city. I grew up on also Carson, all sides. The Valley, you set a brand new refrigerator out there. That motherfucker will be there maybe an hour.
Yep.
Somebody will drive by and that motherfucker's in the car. And I'm not saying they don't do that all around because they probably do, but some about the Valley.
It's like it's a known thing.
Yeah,
it's like
you just set it out there. It could be
not
a bed.
No. But I had TV. I had to get rid of.
Big back.
No. That one. I called a electronics dude who came and took it apart. But it was going off and on and off and on and off and on. So I knew what the problem was. I didn't want to fix it. I just put it out there with the remote. It was gone within an hour. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hour and 45 minutes. It was gone. Then they brought it back.
Oh, they brought it
They
back.
brought it back. Wait, they brought it back, and then it was taken 2 hours later.
Yeah.
It never came back.
Wow, yeah, that's funny that they brought it back. I saw on the Valley Village website where the lady was like, my daughter was having a lemonade sale, and she set up, and then somebody took the chair and the table. Whoever took it, could they please return it? It wasn't for sale. So you can't leave nothing on the corner in the Valley in North Hollywood.
You imagine the little girl came outside, mommy.
And that's the Valley. That's the Valley Village Courier.
Valley Village yeah, so,
Because
the whole.
they still give the newspapers because we get the.
It's online though. I don't know.
No, they still Beverly Hills Courier. They still for in our neighborhood and then the Miracle Mile News. They'll still give it to you.
Oh, okay.
So you drop it off. So we look it up.
My mother would always tell us, you give away so that you can
bring
that comes back in because you have to give. So I always give away more. When Nick, remember that time I came off tour, the Blame It tour. I think I had, let's say, was it 100? I think 100 pair of sneakers, probably about 100 pair of dress shoes. I don't really do dress shoes that much no more now. And I remember they came over. Even after they took some, I said, I still got it. It was too much. Like, I had a room full of shoes.
Speedy, but do you get those shoes for free from Jamie?
Well, those shoes I bought. I'm on tour. I buy my shit.
Oh, all right, Nick.
This ain't got nothing to do with Jamie.
You made me think about something too when you said Blame It tour. Did y'all talk about Monique and D.L. Hughley yet?
Well, yeah, I did last
Because I'm curious as to what you think about that.
I said it on Wednesday. I felt like she didn't have no material, and she hadn't been on stage. She hadn't worked that muscle, and usually on the show like that, she's got to do about 45, maybe 50 minutes. She spent 20 and some change on the rant. So now after I ranted, all I got to do is about 10, 20 more minutes.
She didn't do that. She ran.
No, she did a few more minutes after that.
I saw her run.
After but the thing is, again, that's what I think it was about. Because you got paid all that money. You're Monique. You can't, and you know people are recording. If you go up there and you do some sad shit, it's going to be out. You're not gonna get no more gigs, and she hasn't. I don't know. I know her very well, but I haven't been around her circle. She hasn't been up doing stand up, and it's something you have to work that muscle on stand up. For those who don't know, when we do the radio show and I invite the comics here, first thing I tell them is that if you're not going up like you should, you could come here and still keep your timing as far as jokes and just joking around, having fun. It's not completely stand-up, but you can still keep that muscle going.
I can tell you what, after my mother passed, my muscle was gone, and you helped me.
Oh, thank you.
ROLLOUT helped me, and then I did book some jobs doing comedy because it came back, so I appreciate you for that. And I was a lot more confident just going off the...
Going off the top.
See, but this has helped me. This has helped me with mine as well. Only because, it's not only the show, but it's the camaraderie. Because the old days of us shooting the shit before we got on stage and after.
That's what we would do.
And I missed that. And I'm sorry. The worst ones, you didn't want to bag with Speedy, Lavelle Crawford.
To me, Lavelle was the best.
Mike Epps. Sometimes Anthony Johnson.
Lavelle was the best.
TDP.
Because Lavelle has heard every fat joke known to man. You're not gonna get him on the fat jokes, and he could kill. So I saw what Corey said.
Oh yeah,
Corey went in.
Yeah,
and he kind of hit some of my points as well. But again, I didn't know they were beefing. I didn't know. I thought for sure. When she mentioned the shit about his wife.
Oh, my God.
Has nothing to do with stand-up.
I couldn't believe
nothing
it.
to do with stand-up.
You talking about when she said, I feel sorry? I couldn't, I was just like.
That came from another place. But again, I'm telling you, she didn't
What's that movie where the dude said, I feel sorry for your mother?
Yeah.
That was like one of those moments. Like,
Don't be a menace.
Then you
not
find
saying
out,
nothing
Nick.
bad, but the fact that the name even coming up.
Yeah.
Wait
a minute.
And what about the lady who got mad at her boyfriend and poured his mother's ashes out in the ocean?
Is that what that was?
Oh,
I didn't have the sound up. I just saw her throw it in the
She got mad at him and poured his mother's ashes. She got arrested.
I think what we're seeing.
She got arrested.
She deserved to get arrested.
I think what we're going to start seeing is how abusive women are in relationships. I think that's going to be
They've been abusive.
Somebody just posted this
Just
thing.
coming
This woman drugged her boyfriend and cut his hair off. Like he had,
Oh
he
my
had locks that had been
goodness.
growing for like 10 years before he met her.
Oh, that is so
and
sad.
she like, I don't know, say she drugged him, but she could have just
Mhm.
gave him, intoxicated him with alcohol, made
Yeah.
him. She knew what she was doing. She got him drunk, took advantage of him, cut his hair off.
Well, you know, women have
Oh,
been
that's sad.
all these women that's been making these men get them pregnant have been cheating
That
like
part-
that.
yeah, that
Y'all
part
haven't had
too.
any protection with that. Have y'all talked about Wendy Williams? How
we don't discuss men on this show.
Wendy Williams, Wells Fargo took her money. They wouldn't give her money, and she was like, I want to take my money out because y'all aren't letting me have my money. I got to look it up to read it properly. And then they sued her and won, and they have control over her money. So she did this video. They should give me my money.
How can they
How
keep
much
her
money?
That's the thing that people need to be talking about.
It's not,
That's what's so dangerous about
It's
it.
not your money. This guy named Five Mics. He just did a podcast. He was saying how he won the lotto. He's this dude from Harlem, ghetto dude, grew up selling drugs. He didn't win the lotto. He gave some people some money. They invested into a company for him. Company took off. He $12 million in now. He go to kind of cash out this share, get his money. He said it took a year and a half for him to do that. By the time he did that, the stock had dropped in half. And he said what he figured out was there's so many things set up where they do not want to see black people with money. And it's not, you can think whatever you want to think about this world, he said, but the banking system is set up this way. If you're a black person, you go in there, you got too much money, they're going to put all these hoops and all these little fees and all these things to try to, because they just can't
To try
wrap
to
their
get
mind
it.
around how can we put you at the bottom and you end up over here.
But look at this. In her medical absence from the Wendy Williams show, Williams has been fighting to take back control over her bank account. Attorney LaShawn Thomas told The Hollywood Reporter that Williams asked Wells Fargo for her bank statements so she could switch banks over suspicions about her former Wells Fargo financial advisor, Wells Fargo Lori Schiller or something. Wells Fargo refused and put a temporary hold on her account, claiming that she was incapacitated and the victim of undue influence and financial exploitation before filing a petition for guardianship. Wells Fargo continued its refusal to give her full access to her money.
Because they called her mentally unstable.
Williams and Thomas have denied any claims that she is not well enough to look after her own money. But how can they do that? During the time away from the show, she's employed holistic health professionals to help her reach optimum health and blah, 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 blah. Wells Fargo issued a statement at the time
under a spell. Yeah.
in an apparent effort to address Williams' concerns that she would be unable to pay her mortgage and employee wages. Wells Fargo priority is the financial well-being of Miss Williams and the preservation of her privacy. As we have expressed to the court, Wells Fargo is open to working with Miss Williams' counsel to release funds directly to her creditor for bills historically and regularly paid for her account.
Her creditor.
Wow.
So they
Isn't
want
that
to be the ones
something?
to make the pick.
They-
Okay, Rob,
It's crazy.
You don't move. Go ahead, Rob.
All right. Once again, I want to thank the ROLLOUT Radio Show for allowing me to come out.
It's all good.
I'm
Well, you
grateful
drove
to be here. Yeah, I drove here.
We had a gate, that'd be different.
Hey.
We're working on it.
Y'all know where y'all can reach me on social media, Rob, ROBBPERWIN on all platforms.
Oh,
also,
you're leaving.
I have to go.
Oh.
50 Shades of Funny, 1 and 2 on Instagram and also on Facebook. And y'all know the monthly series. This show is going to be hot. JP Justice out of New York's coming in. Paula Bell, Tina Maria Comedy coming in. And then also Jeff Brown.
Godfrey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now, is it your year anniversary?
Year
this
anniversary
one?
is next month in July.
Okay.
And then, unbeknownst, we're doing a celebration for Speedy in September.
What's happening in September?
We're doing my show with you on the bill. So it's gonna be anyway $50 tickets. 50 Shades
No
of Funny.
surprises. No.
Peace.
All right, thank you. So I thought too, Nick. You know, you're not gonna like this part about that whole Monique thing. I didn't know his mom was in the audience when she had that rant.
Oh,
yes,
that's
his mom
sad.
was in the audience.
That's really sad.
You can hook it underneath, but it's all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his mom was in the audience.
I don't think she knew.
That's sad.
Huh?
I don't think she knew that.
No, I know that. I'm saying I don't think she knew
Oh, you
that.
don't think she
But
knew
yeah,
that.
his mom was in the audience.
That's
again,
really sad.
I just feel like, if anything, if you don't have the material to do the show, don't do it. Because doing the show and taking that money, and then your ego is, well, I don't want to go up here and bomb, but I know I got 15 minutes. I can just talk the shit for 15 minutes. And I just need to find a way. And boom, next thing you know, you got to go, well, I'm not headlining.
You know what?
And her husband wrote the contract.
It's too impersonal now. It's not like the old days.
They
if I
can't
had
hear
beef
you.
with you, After
Okay.
the show, you whoop my ass.
Oh, well, yeah.
Now, everybody who's a bearer of bad news, everybody wants to hear all the tea. Who's
Yeah.
spilling the tea?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Go ahead. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Burn.
Hey, this is Daniel D.
What's up, Daniel D?
What's up?
You say happy
Hey,
birthday.
Daniel D.
Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I already did it. I did it in the chat room.
So?
But happy birthday, Tangie.
Thank you, Daniel.
Tangie likes to hear
D.
it.
I do. Thank you. Thank
What's
you.
going on with you, Speedy?
What's up, dog?
What's going on with you, Speedy? Hey, Nick.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm going fast. It's the lag in the communication.
What's the word?
Hey, Nick.
Yes,
Pay your
sir.
bill.
It's like going on stage without
Daniel, what up?
material.
What up?
What you was talking about? On what you was talking about with dude, you do know that also there's a thing. I was watching this documentary, and there's a thing that's called a bail-in, right? And it's where the bank in some countries actually, to bail themselves out, can just take half of a person's money in their bank account. Like they said they did it in, I think it happened in Turkey, I think it was, or Syria. The country went, they took on the debt, the national debt of the country. Okay, and then the country's debt went, and it went defunct, right? So the bank then had no money at all. So they, because it was written in a clause, were able to take people's money.
They and them.
They and them take their money. So they said that the U.S. is actually looking
Nigga,
into
get to the point.
using that.
Fuck.
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking to Nick. Ain't nobody talking to you. Nigga, ain't nobody, I'm talking to Nick. Nigga, I'm talking to
I don't
somebody with
even.
more
But
than
what
a
are you
third grade
talking about?
education.
What are you talking
Nick,
about?
I'm talking to somebody who got more than a third grade education. That's what I'm talking to Nick.
So you saying
No,
Tangie don't have more than a third grade education?
You notice I said speedy. I said speedy. Okay.
Well, look, I'm gonna go with you on there, Daniel D. Drop a little jewels for you. So you know the term banking, right?
Yeah.
It comes from, we get that from the Egyptians, right? Because they did all their commerce on the river, on the Nile River.
Okay.
Right? You can travel up and down the Nile River. You have something to sell, you will go on the Nile River, travel up and down, sell your stuff. We get the term banking from that process. The banks are designed to control, this is why we call money, currency, like water currents, right? The bank, like the bank of a river, it pushes the water one way. It controls the water flow. That's what banks do in communities. So the point of a bank is not a place you can keep your money. The point of a bank is to control the currency flow in that particular area.
So when you see banks in a black neighborhood,
So
that's not
so
a good
you should
thing.
ask yourself, what's the purpose of banks in the United States, period? That's where you should start. What is the purpose? Is a bank itself, the reason it's called a bank, is designed to control the flow of money.
That's why they're getting upset with
So who has it,
Cash
who
App
doesn't
and
have it?
Venmo and all
Right.
those things.
Who can
They're
get
taking
loans?
over.
That's
They
why
don't
you go to
know.
a bank to get a loan, because the bank's
Apple
going to
Pay.
decide where the currency flows. Does it flow into the black community? No. It's a thing called redlining. They went to the banks and made sure they don't give out loans for these communities because we don't want the currency to flow this way. We want it to flow this way. So I think if you just understand the dynamic of the society.
But that's
we
not
live
what
in-
Daniel said.
No, what he's saying is it's all corrupted.
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can just skip to it.
Can you just skip
understand
your other shit and say what the fuck you trying to say?
It's all corrupted.
Can I say something else that they're saying in the
Hold
chat
on.
room that's a different
Break it
subject?
down, Tangie.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Daniel D.
In the chat
Fuck you
room,
talking about?
Nakia
Shout out
said
to
that
Dropping Jewels.
Mo has now brought up that his daughter was molested,
Mo
and
who?
he didn't. Monique.
Okay.
And he didn't believe her at first. She posted a clip on her
my God, why
Instagram
would you bring that
where
shit
he
up?
admits he didn't believe her, but he had to check himself. So now she's brought up the past hurt for this girl.
Yeah,
Wait,
but why? That's nothing
Mo
to do
and
with-
her daddy's
has
son
nothing to
brought
do
it up
with the
on her.
comedy. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
It
At
doesn't.
the end of the day,
What?
I guess I want to make
sad.
sure I get this out. She was there to entertain the people that paid to see the show. They didn't come
Gotta
there to
bless
see
her.
a reality show. They didn't tune in because they wanted to know about DL's personal life. They didn't tune in to want to know about the shit that happens behind and backstage. There's more shit that happens backstage y'all never hear about. There's been shows I didn't even walk out on because the promoter didn't have the money. Now, the people that came to see me might have been like, well, Speed, why you didn't go up, nigga? We came to see you. I can't walk on stage and go, he ain't paid me, so when he paid me, I'll come out here and do my stand-up. No, I just stay backstage. And then I'll go home. And the people go, well, you didn't go up. I didn't get paid.
Well, I'm going to give y'all some game. So I always tell you people just choose your programming. You know, that's my personal belief in this world. The good book says if I have a personal dispute with my brother, my sister, I am obligated to go to my brother and my sister. And in no circumstance can I go to the public. The only other option I have is to go to my elders to resolve the issue. The third option is to let it go and let God handle it.
Do you think Monique does any of those options?
I don't think. I think as a coach, I can't put it on Monique because, like I said, a lot of people. I always say choose your programming. A lot of us don't understand that you're going to be programmed no matter what. You don't. That's not an option in this world. You're going to be programmed
to do something.
To do something. How you think, what you eat. So my advice is to choose what programming you're going to intake. And I think because people don't realize that, what Monique is doing is what a lot of us do. A lot of us get upset. We'll hop on Instagram. You know, we'll yell it out loud in the mall. All these things, which is an improper way because now, no matter how good your intention is, you put me in a situation where I feel some kind of way. I'm embarrassed. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Versus it don't matter what I did to you. I could be embarrassed by what I did to you. But if you pull me to the side and say, look, Nick, this is what you did. You hurt my feelings. This is how I felt. I have to now deal with that and process it. I don't get the excuse of all these different opinions. Everybody got something to say about Monique and Dion's situation.
I always felt, too, with that, Nick, like when someone loud talks you, that same energy you had when you loud talk me and then you find out it's wrong, you have to bring that. So something happened here at the office, and the guy called me like, yo, this, that, and the other. I said, no, that's not our car. I'm pretty sure it's not, but let me check. Yeah. So I check, find out it's not our car, it's somebody else's car in this building. And he goes, oh, okay. I said, no. I said, no, don't do that. I said, the same energy you had when you called me and said for someone to go move their car, and we're always having people park in the parking lot. I said, that's not true. I said, you take that same energy and you apply it to whoever's car that is and tell them the exact same thing.
Apply when you make love, too.
Or how about this? Because he tried that with me, and I told him straight, because I can't go for it. So I pulled my man to the side. I told him straight. I said, hey, check it out, boy. You ever yell at me again, we getting off right there. Yeah. I don't care about your uniform. Your title don't mean nothing to me. Don't care about none of that. I'm a man. So the only reason you're going to talk crazy is because this is why people talk crazy, because they feel like, especially the black men, they feel like they can call the police. So I understand that. That's why I talk to them real calm and let them know I'm going to get my hands on you before they get here.
I don't talk to you like that.
One of the most moments I got checked in my life, I remember yelling at we was in school. You know, your crews be yelling and stuff. The dude called me solo dolo. None of the homies there. It was just me and him. He said, what was all that you were saying? And I repeated what I said, but I was a little more calm about it. And I wasn't yelling at him. I was like, I said you were wrong. And he was like, look, man, it could have went bad right now. So the same way you talking to me now, that's how we talk, period. Don't disrespect me. He wasn't even tripping on what I said. It was how I was talking to him. And as a kid, I didn't understand.
A lot. That's what it is.
I didn't understand that.
It's just how you say it.
Yes, how you say it. Listen,
but I think if Monique, if they were to squash it, don't even really if they want to.
Psychic Wayne said their
you talking about DL and Monique?
Stars are against each other right now. Look, his daughter came out too since and told Mo off with class and told her to pull up for a conversation or whatever. Come with it.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
now it's getting more.
But it's again, all this is about ego. Is that I got to go up. I don't have the material. This guy's going to be super funny. I'm not. Someone's going to post this. It's going to look like, and I'm not going to get no more gigs.
But, Pops, we can't say it's ego. You know why? This don't happen in the Asian community. And they got egos. It don't happen in the East Indian community. We don't see some dude, I was the first one with the 7-Elevens. Nigga, now y'all jogging. We don't see that.
Sound like the way he's describing it is more fear.
I don't know. I think
because
it's a cultural thing.
Because when she got up there and she made that choice, she did get laughs and a lot of publicity. And if she was afraid of failing, if she said, "Oh, well, I'll just go off on DL," you know.
Again,
but that would have made me walk out.
I said, Nick, me too. What did they post? Did they post her stand up? No, they have yet to post what she's actually what jokes she did.
Showed her running across the stage.
Showed her rant.
So that's why my position is. I think this behavior is taught to us to respond this way, or maybe not corrected for us to not.
It's not
respond
correct.
This
I'm
way
gonna say
because,
it's not corrected.
Like I said, we can look at. There's a bunch of comedians from all different genres, Everybody gets their material stolen. Everybody does bad deals. Everybody gets duped. These things happen throughout the comedy space.
And
it happens in
never
every
brought
business.
to the table like that.
But it doesn't. Right. So you have to at some point say, okay, what are we doing as a people that we're not hitting that checkpoint? To say this is not about me and DL. This has to be about. I represent all of us when I go on stage. She don't. When she, as Monique, as soon as she hit the stage, despite what she want to say, the world sees a black woman on stage.
Yep, and I never behaved
right.
like
so
that.
So it don't matter what if she can go up and say, "Well, I represent me." That's you can believe that if you want to. But to the Asian people that's in Asia that don't speak English, all they're going to see is, "Oh, this is what this is what I see."
It's so interesting, though. Black people kind of got it hard because everybody has the responsibility of the world.
Yes,
and
we
I
do.
know, although I do my best to be my best, everybody don't want me to represent them with my chakras and stuff.
I love you, Tangie. and I feel like this: if she had the jokes and she was funny as fuck and she was upset, let's say she really is upset about she was supposed to go last. What you should have did: destroy the room, take the mic, go. I probably should have went last. Bam.
Yeah, now that.
Oh yeah.
Now you that motherfucker.
That would have been the bomb.
And I'm the comic going next. I'll take that as okay. I'm finna go out here and do my thing. And ain't no hate, especially if I'm saying. That's why I tell you guys, if you ever see me on tour and I bring out and I'm hosting, I never bring no whack comics with me. You know why? Because I want everybody to be funny. I don't want to be just the funniest motherfucker on the show. Why? That doesn't make no sense to me. I'm going to be funny.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you the first and the last dude, well, except for Wanzer.
What, Wanzer? I was going to say, Wanzer, the second night
he's
got
still
better.
learning.
I gave him a chance. I gave him a chance.
And to your point, Pops, I'm going to say this is for somebody who's, I'm not a comedian. Granted, I know a little more probably than the average person from growing up around it, but let's say I take that away. Just to Monique's point, like, as a common fan, I don't know nothing about what you're talking about.
Sure
I don't know what a headliner is. I don't know why.
I don't even
know
care.
None of that. I don't know why y'all
I don't care
chose
about
the
your
lineup.
contract.
I don't know anything.
Just make me laugh.
And her husband did the contract.
But even like people don't even all that considered, as a fan, even if after you explained it, I still don't know what you're talking about. I don't.
Why you ain't told me a joke?
It's not my business who's headlining. I paid to see a show, not to hear what happened in the business meeting. So that's the part I'm a little confused on. Like, it'd be different if they were like, I thought if the fan said, I thought you was headlining.
Yeah.
Or if she came out there and said, oh, if y'all wondering why I'm going now and I ain't headlining, here's why.
Well, her next show, she'll have something to talk about because now the world knows about this.
I don't think so.
Steve said Jada is trying to get Chris and Will to have a meeting, too.
Oh.
Huh?
Chris and Will.
Wait, what'd you say?
Steve in the chat room said Jada Pinkett Smith is trying to get Chris
Rye?
and Will Smith to have a meeting.
It's not gonna happen. You slapped a man with an oopen hand.
Listen, Will Smith needs to get away from Jada Pinkett.
Wait a minute, and
I don't promote the destruction of black marriages. But brother, take a break, nigga. Take a break. Don't leave her. Just take a break.
Corey Roberts says, JT Turner.
And they said I can't talk about Anthony. That's my friend.
Call her what's your name? Where you calling from?
I just have this point about this whole Monique thing. Whatever it is, it's making her look real bad. Because first off, that whole thing with her and the Oscars and that whole thing with her and Lee Daniels,
She shouldn't have done
and
Precious.
now this whole thing with her and D. Hughley. It's making it look like it's not everybody else, it's you, honey. You're the one who's running around
never
here
used
thinking
that
you're
word.
bigger than who you are.
Honey.
Yeah, he did say honey.
Honey.
Might say bye-bye. You
Yeah,
think he said
I agree.
bye-bye?
I agree, Vernon.
Stay there.
No. I don't say bye-bye.
He don't say
But what I
You
do
just
say
did.
is, but anyway, if you understand what I'm saying,
Yes.
it's going to be.
Honey.
They're not.
You're
gonna,
right.
People aren't really going to start
Honey.
booking her.
What's that little white girl named Honey
People
Boo Boo?
aren't going to
Oh,
book
honey,
her.
boo-boo.
The common denominator.
Everybody's not.
Look here, honey.
People aren't going to start
Would
booking.
you date a
people
dude
gonna
that said
start
that to
booking
you?
her all
No.
together.
What if he moved his
And
neck while you
then
talking?
you know,
Look here, Tangie.
if you all paid attention,
Honey.
No.
Ain't no strong
If
way to
you
say
all
What if
that.
he talk with his
attention.
hands?
I dated this
First of
one guy
all-
one time, and he liked to imitate
Tangie, I was
Jamie's
talking.
character.
Thanks, Vern.
He would do like this. He'd be like,
Oh, thanks, Bert.
you remember that
Oh,
character,
he
Jamie?
would pretend to be a transsexual?
No, Jamie's
wow.
character.
Yeah, transsexual. So
No,
he would
he
pretend to be
didn't.
a
No.
transsexual.
The character that Jamie
No,
played. You
he
remember he
didn't.
go,
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
and I said, please, don't do that
Oh, my
anymore.
You ain't gonna get there.
No, my man.
I would not.
I think
Yeah.
any dude that goes to his girl and
No.
go, look here, honey.
Yeah.
I've never used that word.
They're done.
He didn't even have to say honey. It was being Jamie as a woman.
And you know what it is though.
Did he already hit?
I'm gonna say this. I've heard this from men. Some men think.
Ask me, did he hit?
Did he hit?
Did he hit?
He could have hit.
He probably would have did them lips.
He could have hit before he did the.
He probably would have did them lips while he was doing it too.
I was like,
But
okay.
I think some men, you know.
Or if they imitate a gay.
That's where I'm going. Tangie. I think
I'm that old school. I still like a man.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all do on Playboy. Don't do nothing your woman do, nigga.
Yeah,
Just do that.
And like Nick said, Jay, I know Will very well. I know people around him very well.
Will's such a nice guy.
I just don't think Chris gonna sit down. There's no reason to.
He not. You know, and this is the thing though.
No reason to.
I've seen
Take the high road.
men with women like that. You know what I mean? And granted, these weren't even famous women, so I can't imagine, right? A beautiful woman that you've had this thing for your whole life.
Yeah.
You finally get her, and she's famous, and she's like, that's a lot to deal with. But I've seen men with women like this, and it's not a good thing. So I feel like he got to take a break, man, and get some real homies.
But I don't think that's like one of the things in life I don't think needs to be solved. Like we saw what happened, we know what happened.
Yeah, you know,
and maybe some backstories of it, but I think just leave it alone. Let's just go sit down. Everybody go sit down.
Nigga, there's nothing to talk about.
Nothing
Unless you're gonna stick your chin out there and let me slap your back, nigga. There's really nothing to say.
That's the only way we go on TV. Like I said, I think it should be. I hate when someone really talk shit about you, and then later on want to text you and go, my bad. No, nigga, no. No. I need that exact same energy.
Yeah,
Come on back. Go out there. Just like you was yelling at me in front of everybody, go out there and yell and say you're sorry.
I think Will Smith should go live on his Instagram, allow Chris Rock to put some powder on his hand.
And slap the dog shit
slap the dog crap out there as a man.
Then you go, my bad, we good.
Then you apologize and say, and you have to ask him, are we cool?
Yeah.
Because if he say, no, I need another slap, it might be that. But as a man, take your slap back and then ask that man, hey, are we cool now?
Yeah.
Or you might need to get another quick one in.
And shout out to Dio. I've never had a chance to go on the road with him. I've worked on his show, but I usually never watch his. I don't watch other people's shows. I don't know what that is. I just can't do it. But I did watch the snippet when he on his radio.
You don't want to copy. That's good, Speedy.
Yeah.
I just feel like, well, here's someone asked
I had to
me.
tell you, though, pause for a second, because my chair is moving like this, because I got to use the bathroom.
You
What
got the
time
bladder
is the
of
show
a
over?
hummingbird.
I'm wondering if I should run and go.
Because I want everybody to see what 55 look like.
Yeah.
55.
Show them what 55 look like.
I don't know where
Looking
the camera
good.
is. Where
She's
the
looking
camera?
good.
Because I got to use the bathroom. Where the
It's the middle camera. It's the
It's
middle
the middle
camera.
one right here.
Closer to
You
the
got to
camera.
get closer to Speedy.
Move this back
It's
up.
right here in the middle.
Closer than close.
Yeah,
I gotta
this is
use the
55,
bathroom.
y'all. Look at
55.
She's looking good, y'all.
Now I go
You
to
need
the
an
bathroom.
OnlyFans page.
I'll be right back and I'll wash my hands.
All right.
Okay.
You just wipe it on your shirt. It's cool.
I hurry.
On your heaven high.
I hurry.
Do you have underwear? Yeah. Okay.
Where's he?
Anyway. It didn't look like it. I saw dimples.
Simone? Oh.
Right here, Tangie.
Oh, too soon.
Can you catch it? Oh, good catch.
But I don't think this is another one I don't think is going to get resolved. I think it's too much said. It was done on stage. It was done in public. I don't think it's going to get solved. I don't think it's going to be where later on they go, we're cool. I don't think it's going to happen. I just think they just have to go their separate ways. And they'll probably never work again together if they hadn't worked before that. From what DL said, they hadn't worked in 10 or 15 years ago. But
and he was hesitant to even have her.
Yeah.
Listen, man. If I was Chris, I don't know, bro. I'm not taking not taking no slap in the face.
Yeah, slap.
Regardless if we're on TV or not.
That was the biggest stage you could be on.
Yeah.
I was driving the other day. I was thinking about this. Like, I feel so bad for Will Smith because you got to think, like, you spend your whole life trying to become the greatest actor. Like, he literally said what he accomplished. Like, he really wanted to become the greatest actor. He wanted to be the highest paid. He wanted to be actions. He pulled it off, right? And to throw it all away over, I don't want to say defending your wife because I can't. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like he regrets doing it, which is what I feel
in
bad
that
about.
manner.
I feel like if I was gonna do it, I'm just gonna thug it out and know what will come with it.
I
Like,
see you
like,
backstage.
Like if I slap him at the Oscars, it's over for me.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
I can always go backstage.
Yeah, it's cool.
And bing, bing, bing.
But I feel like he didn't think about like he wasn't prepared for the repercussions of it. Like Hollywood might just say because he thought he was Will Smith.
Yeah.
And one thing you ain't, nigga, you not above the line, playboy. You still black, nigga. Don't ever
That's what
get
you find
it
out when you're
twisted.
black, yeah.
Who said that? Kanye was. Even if you in a Benz, You just a nigga in the coop, nigga. That's what he is. Even if you in the biz, you just a nigga in the coop.
Yo, who?
Monterey B put, do you think Monique will start stealing jokes from other comics?
I think,
No,
I think
that's too easy. She just what you have to do, or what she should, or what she's going to do. You got to hire some people around you who know you, and they just go help write some jokes. You write some jokes. You know what the stuff she likes to talk about. So you take the things you like to talk about, and then you just bring them to life. I'm telling y'all don't understand, man. When you get that kind of money and you have the recognition that she has, and you have no jokes to do, you have nothing to say.
Let me say, I think a lot of comics don't get this part. I'm gonna say this as a fan. As a fan, what y'all gotta understand is, I have to like the comic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more like when I watch Martin do a stand up, I'm invested into Martin Lawrence.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm invested in his story. What's he been up to?
Yeah.
You know, is he dating? Whatever it is, right? If whoever it is, I think that's the part a lot of comedians miss, and they get big headed and think, oh no, it's because I'm funny. When it's like, yo, we black, yo. Everybody in my family funny. That cannot be a selling point. You know what I mean? With a singer, it's not the fact that she can sing. We love Whitney Houston for Whitney Houston. We get to see her personality. That's what it is with entertainment. I feel like with comics, for whatever reason, they kind of get lost in the sauce and think I'm funny. When it's like, no, like Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's funny, but people are more interested in Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, we seen him on this. He came up. We seen the struggle. Richard Pryor. I think people think Richard Pryor is the greatest because of his struggle. And he put everything on the table, and you fell in love with Richard Pryor, the person.
And he was so open, very open. Caller, what's your
that's
name?
what
Where
I
you
hear
calling
from comics.
Okay, now let me say this before you hang up again. I know that I called like 20 goddamn times, but still. The thing about Will Smith is that I think he regrets it because of the simple fact is that his wife said what he did, and she just disrespected it altogether. She wasn't like, that's my man Will, or I respect Will, or none of that. She just said, oh, well, he did it, and he ain't Pac.
He ain't what? Oh, he ain't Pac. Yeah.
I mean, she said on her show in front of him that was the love of my life.
She did.
How in the hell is Will Smith going to? How's he going to?
That's when you get your divorce papers that day. Here you go.
You know what, Vernon? I remember I dated this chick who felt this way about an actor guy, a really famous actor guy, and they had a cool relationship. But I seen that dynamic between them, and I told her, I said, listen, I know you may not think you should. I said, but either you need to be with him, or you should not be bringing people around this dude, because y'all got some kind of weird connection. As a man, you never want to feel like you're always going to be second place, especially if somebody dies.
Yeah, especially, especially when she done told the whole world. Especially when she done told the whole world, that's the love of my life, and she really didn't love Will. She only married Will because he was stable.
Yeah, did y'all hear the woman say she had the worst wedding ever?
Yeah.
And then she was
is the word D-A-N or Dan?
Thanks, Vernon. Vernon throwing some good lives today. I seen a video where Jada was saying she was sitting there with her mom, which was even worse to have two women in your life that's ragging on you, and Will sitting there, and they're both telling him, granted, he planned the whole wedding out. Who knows how much he spent? She said this was the worst.
I heard all of that. I understood it differently.
No, I understood what she was saying. How she didn't want one. I understood that perspective, right?
Because I dated a guy before who loved me. He loved me, and he wanted what's best for me, and he worked hard to give me what's best. But it was always his idea of what was best.
Because we know what's best for you.
So like he wanted me to dress sexy all the time. I didn't.
No.
So that was an argument.
We know what's best for you.
He fixed up my car to where I didn't like it anymore. He changed the tires.
He put it different tires.
He made it fancy. When I'm kind of like grunge.
Look, are you listening? I'm trying to make you a better woman. What we doing right now is not working.
But what if I like who I am
but you
right
with
now?
Me now?
Then we don't need to be together.
Yes, you do.
Just like that guy had to be gone.
With me.
I need to be with someone who likes who I am.
You are cool. It's another you that you could be.
And that's true. So you need to get to know Tangerine.
I want to know Tangerine.
Play with her. Because this is Tangie.
But those are guys. Certain guys need to make you what they think you should be.
Yeah, and it was hard because for a while.
What was the good thing about it?
I loved him. Well, he loved me. And so for a while, I did wear all the pink and the heels all the time and always have my hair and the makeup and, you know, I was always cute, and I would wear the stuff he got me, the furs, and but I really did try to be what made him happy. And then when he was gone, I would have a moment to just be myself. But what happened
Eat
was
your raw food.
I started getting sad, and I didn't know why.
When he would come around.
Yes, I got not he was around all the time.
But see,
Tell me if you
I don't think that's the same thing as what I was saying about Jada, because like for you, I think he didn't really like who you were as just Tangie.
That's what I said. I said, you
but-
don't like me. He
version
said,
of
I
you.
do. I said, no, you don't. You're trying to make me into this other girl.
And and that's what I'm saying. Like
What's
their
wrong with
dynamic,
that?
I think that she don't really like who Will is.
Well,
Like, I
Will
think he's just a
was
nice
trying
guy.
to set it up, just like Will was trying to set it up for his dream.
No. I understand what she was saying, right? But I, as a man,
But Will talked too.
No.
Will,
right? But
you
I'm
know,
saying,
so they weren't really respecting each other. It wasn't just her.
No. Tangie, just two different things, right? Because this is totally different. If I plan you a party,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
I do not need to take in consideration what you want at this party.
But
Because-
it's- but
no.
it's- but-
Let me
but-
just
but-
let me finish. Just let me finish. Because same way you say with your
ahead.
food. So understand, there's two perspectives here. If I want to do something nice for my father, right? Just Tangie, I need you to just listen. If I want to do something nice for my dad, for my mom, right? I have to take into consideration, okay, my dad doesn't eat certain things. He may not like this and this and this, right? But other than that, I'm trying to show them an expression of how I feel about you.
If
Tangie,
your
just
daddy
wait.
calls you when
Hold
the
on,
sun is
Tangie,
out
Tangie, just wait one
because he
second.
wants to tell you he loves you, you don't even answer the phone.
wait, but-
You want him to respect you, but you don't have to respect.
Listen, that's two different things.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
She's writing notes.
That's
just so
two
you know.
different things.
No, it wasn't TK. TK
So,
like me
It'd be different
exactly.
if Jada
Yeah,
said,
'cause I
"Hey,
am.
Will, can you plan my birthday party?" Right? That's a different. Now I'm doing something for you that you asked me to do. If I want to express myself, it's wrong for me to tell you how to express yourself.
But you said it was a wedding.
No. Listen. No. What I'm saying is, if I want to express myself,
I agree. If
just
you
hold-
want to throw a
hold on.
party for me, I agree.
Hold
But if
on,
we're
the
getting
wedding-
married,
well, hold on. The
Yeah.
wedding is an expression of love. It is
can I
not-
tell you what? If I fell in love with some man and he
Uh-huh.
want to have a fancy wedding for me with
Right.
this $1 billion dress and this real fancy things with a lot of gold, I would walk in and know that he's not my man, and I would have to walk back out. We wouldn't have the same problem she had, because I'd be like, oh, he doesn't know me.
Right, but
just
Tangie,
like
if
if
you
a
let- if you
man
let me
buys
finish,
me this
Tangie.
fancy designer purse,
It's not about
he doesn't
you.
know
Tangie,
me.
if you just let
It's
me
not
finish,
about me.
It's not about. That's what my whole
I thought
point
it was a
was.
When I buy something for my man, I'm gonna acknowledge him.
Tangie,
I'm
if
gonna.
you just let me
I
finish,
see
we don't
the
have to keep going in
shoes that
circles.
I love,
I can see Tangie.
I'm gonna be like,
Tangie,
but when
I would
we
put a
like
muzzle on your
me-
mouth because you. The reason why you don't understand the man is because you're trying to get your point across. You just like Jada. Now, if y'all just be, I'm trying to get you to understand something.
What?
I understand what you're saying, but he's expressing his love. You cannot tell someone how they should express their love. Either you can appreciate how I express it, or you cannot appreciate it. If I'm planning a wedding and I say, listen, first of all, you're not the.
If you're planning
Tangie,
our wedding,
no,
not a
let
wedding,
me finish.
our
If
wedding.
you just let me finish, Tangie, you wouldn't have to say that.
Our wedding.
If you just let me finish, you wouldn't even have to say that.
Go
If I'm
ahead,
planning
honey.
a wedding,
Go ahead, dear.
a wedding is
Thank
not
you,
about
Monterey.
one person.
It's about two people.
Right.
About
So
you.
it's not.
It's my
It
money,
doesn't
though.
matter what the.
Divorce.
It shouldn't matter what one or the other person wants. If a person now you have an option. If you're capable of pleasing all parties, great. Right. If we're capable of saying let's have 2 weddings, everybody's happy. But if we're not, everybody needs to understand this is not about me. It's not about you. This is about a unity. So it's not about, oh, well, I didn't like how popping. It ain't your wedding. This is about us coming together. That's a selfish way of looking at life.
So if I plan your
Whenever,
wedding,
whenever my children's father and I lived together,
Mm-hmm.
when I thought about stuff that I would put on the walls, I thought about what he would like. When I thought about
so you
things,
just couldn't put what you wanted.
I could do whatever and he could do whatever, but I wanted both of us to be happy because it was a union.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't, I'm not going to decorate it like you walk in and you only see Tangie. I want you to, he lives here too. He needs to be comfortable too. If we had gotten married, I need to make sure he's comfortable too.
But-
It's not just about me.
So
Nick, if you and I get married, and I plan the wedding, I can't just make it everything that I want. I have to think about what my man would want too.
Well, Tangie, but this is the part that people are missing, right?
Okay.
So let's take putting things on the wall, for example, right?
Yeah.
Right? I agree with Tangie. I would not try to limit you putting whatever art piece you wanted something on the wall. I'm not gonna try to limit that.
I ain't gonna put no penis that I painted at a paint party on the wall, and my man and I together because I want the penis. Unless it's yours.
So listen,
I might put my vagina painted in an artsy way because you would like to look at that.
I wouldn't.
But not somebody else's vagina.
I wouldn't infringe on it, with the exception of this is an expression we're both sharing. So when I decide to put something on the wall, right, I'm expressing my art. I'm expressing this is my space, whatever it is. I just think those things could be respected versus trying to hold somebody and say, well, this doesn't fit what I like. Now, why do I have to fit into what you want?
I wouldn't tell you to fit in what I like.
Okay.
I would make sure that the things that I put up would be something that you would appreciate too. I would ask your opinion, and I would choose a man that would. And if you said you don't like it, I say, okay, what about this? You say,
nope.
I say, I'm like, so can you do me a favor?
I don't do that.
And you pick out some stuff,
I don't want
and then I can pick from like my children's names. My children's father gave me, I let him give me a list of names that he liked. And out of that list, I chose what I liked. He wanted my son's middle name to be Hard, Rock Hard.
That's hard.
I cut the middle name out. So my son has no middle name because he didn't give me he does.
Yeah,
he didn't give me an option that I like. My daughter, I wanted to name her Heavenly or Sage because of what his name is. He said that was corny. He gave me the list. I chose Stone, Love. So together we compromised, and then I found meanings that worked for me.
I named all my kids except for Justin.
That's two different things we're talking about, though. We're talking about expressing
It's
love.
in a relationship. And you know what? You know what, Nick? I receive because you're in a relationship and I'm not. So
That has
maybe,
nothing to do with it.
so you know better than I do.
No,
maybe I shouldn't acknowledge my man for nothing. I should do what I want to do. I should wear what I want to wear. I should go where I want to go. I should paint the house the way I want to paint the house. And if we get married, it doesn't even matter how he wants to get married. I should just do what I want to do. I'm gonna make him be barefoot on the beach.
I will say this, Tangie. One thing I have noticed, Tangie, you're not very good at listening. I will say that, Tangie, because I actually said the total opposite of everything you just said.
Here's the most beautiful thing. I remember this, Tangie. This is the one I remember.
What if you guys buy new stuff together, like a compromise?
So
listen, I don't.
This is just
Hold on,
coming
Pops. I'm
together,
sorry,
you
man.
know?
Listen, I don't. I
Sound
understand.
like you said you don't have to acknowledge.
No, I don't live in a. Listen, I understand what y'all are saying, right? I just hope and pray this is not y'all real reality. Like I don't deal with these things in real life. Like we're just having a conversation, right?
Oh, yeah.
But like I don't have these conversations in real life with my wife.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like these things just don't come up.
Right.
They're so minute.
What goes on the wall?
That's so minute to me.
And
like,
it's minute to me too because I choose a man that we're like minded.
I was just finna say that. Like I did the work ahead of time, right?
And
the work was finding somebody that I actually liked. That I didn't have to spend the next 2.5 years trying to mold to be something that I think she could be. So whether that's what she like, what she wants to wear, what she likes to eat, I had to sit back and observe these things and then ask myself before I go pointing at her, telling her this is wrong, and say, how do you laugh? What do you do when you get mad?
Yep.
Do you talk loud?
And I
Do you
agree with
overtalk?
all of that.
I had to really watch and go, what do you do when you're tired? Do you just leave the house dirty? Do
I
you just
agree
don't
with
wash
all of
dishes? Like I
that.
had to watch and go, okay, now do I still like this person?
Yep.
Before I go poking and pride and try to fix it, I got to decide if I actually like the person.
I agree with that.
And one of the things
So we should have said that
I tried
first,
to tell my
Dani.
mom is that I had to live with someone to see if I wanted to be with them. Because those things you only find out when you live with them.
Yeah.
If I pick you up on Saturdays, we go out, I'm going to probably see the best side of you on that date. When you're upset, when you don't feel good, like I said, what is your demeanor there? Do you talk loud when you get mad?
When I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get angry? Like I need to know that before I invest. But once, like I said, once you find out who that person
they
is,
are.
and then you go, okay, cool. Like when you said the guy did the Wanda mouth, right then you said,
Oh, it's a
okay,
wrap.
He's not the one.
he's not the one. He may have had some. And again, I said this in relationship. Whoever you pick, you never gonna pick nobody perfect. Let's just make sure we get that clear. No one's gonna be perfect,
I don't believe that, Pops.
everyone has some faults.
And
the faults, you go, okay, the faults are very low as opposed to the things I like about them and I really feel good about. It's like this. So we can work something out. Because this little shit is just little shit. But it's not
What
not
is it,
this.
the 80-20 rule?
Let me say this though. I feel like
80-20.
I feel like the reason why I say I don't believe that someone can be perfect, right? I believe if you self-examine yourself first,
I'm not perfect.
right, then you will understand what you need. and you will understand I need somebody who has these qualities that I may not have, right? So a lot of times the things that we don't like people usually makes us uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So the things that
I'm talking.
Whatever it is, but you might want to find somebody who's going to press those buttons.
Your eyes twitching.
Well, I was
Who's gonna
sitting here
press those
thinking,
buttons.
like the guy that liked to fix me up. You know, he was perfect.
The massage guy?
Perfect
no,
in what
the
way,
guy
though?
who wanted me to dress sexy
Oh,
all
okay,
the time
gotcha,
and fix
gotcha.
my hair and all this other kind of stuff. He's the bomb. I ain't never dated nobody
But
that
he's not
wasn't
perfect.
great. Well, he was perfect, but at that time, he was a perfect fit for who I was at that time because I was trying to make people happy. And he gave me a lot of opportunities to make him happy. I just didn't realize early on that these things were making me like I like when I would dress up and he would hit me on the booty, you know, walk by and say, "Oh, baby, you look good." I liked all of that. So yeah, I would dress up, fix up. But after a while, I was
You don't like it
like,
no more? Stop hitting my ass.
I still like to, you know, I like to dress up sometimes, but most of the time I got on flip flops.
No, right.
You know what I mean? And I'm comfortable with that. I'm getting comfortable with a lot of different, you know, in my hair. I like it. But now I'm a different picker, which is you always talk about why I don't have a man, which
We
is
never
Who
talk
talks
about
about
that.
this?
We never talk about that.
Speedy.
No, I do
Which
not.
is because
Never heard of it.
because
even do
because
that.
when I'm like feeling like I'm in love, oftentimes it's either a man that's really busy because I like the challenge. It's some kind of challenge. And right now in my life, I don't have time for I just don't have a lot of
Bullshit.
time. And so I can't even see the man that will fit in my world.
Can I give you a perspective, Tangie? And this is
Yeah.
not in your world, okay?
Oh, well, then don't give it to me because you know
I can't
I'm
speak
I'm
for your world, so I can
talk
only.
like
So no, but I've had this conversation with other women, right? And I've heard the similar thing, right? He's perfect, but he's not available, right?
Oh wait, no, that's not what I said.
That's why I said not Tangie's world.
Oh,
that's
so
why,
let's take me out.
That's why that's why I took you out before I made my statement.
I got a lot of men that are
But Tangie,
available.
That's why
it's a bunch of
Tangie,
them.
I took you out ahead of time. So
It's a bunch.
so
They're everywhere.
right. So I just spoke with
And all of them together right now, Nick. are
Perfect.
Oh my God.
You put them all together.
All together.
So
Put all
But
three of them
I ain't
together.
sleeping with.
that's why I
all
didn't say
of them.
Tangie.
Yeah.
So that's what I was just saying though. Okay, so if you take into perspective, you want to date somebody, right, Tangie, and they don't have a lot of time.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let's just say
you want to
perspective.
date?
Say if you want to
okay.
date somebody, they don't have
Okay.
a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time, right?
I like that.
That's what I was trying to explain to this woman was I said, listen, she kind of seen it as because of her perspective of what a relationship was,
Yeah.
which was spending time together, doing certain things and this, right?
Yeah.
I said, listen, the type of man you want is not going to have that time.
Right.
I said, but knowing you don't have that kind of time. I said, so if you just take the whatever perspective you're getting this relationship from and just reworking it, understand that, hey,
Yep.
you know what? When we're together, we're together.
Yep.
When he's not in my presence, I said, 'cause listen, if you worried about him dealing with other women, he gonna do that regardless.
Yep.
So just put that in your back pocket and say that's what he's doing anyway.
Yep.
So after you get over that part, as long as he's treating you good in your presence, this should not be a problem.
Yep.
Let that man go travel the earth.
I love
When
that.
he fly back in town, pull up on you,
Then
spend a
put-
week there, and he
Yep.
out again, and now you
Yep.
got. And she was like, "Well," I said, "Now think about the positive side.
Yep.
You got all this free time to yourself
I love
to
that.
be you,
And I have.
and you only
I
gotta
have
adjust
that right
once
now.
a month."
But Tangie, we
I
weren't
have that.
talking about you.
It's a beautiful thing.
And if I'm
not
if
talking
if I
about you.
got one and he's busy and I'm busy and I'm like, okay, look, I got 5 minutes. That's it.
I need
the
longer.
whole
I need
everything
longer
got to
than
be
that. I need
5.
longer. You need
I
longer than 5.
love that.
hear
And
that,
this
fellas?
time
Longer
it's
than
like
that.
yes,
More than
yes.
5
And then you
minutes.
go back and do your thing.
And then I go back and do my thing. I
So do you
love
ever
that.
see Tangie getting married?
That can be a marriage,
Yeah.
Tangie. Don't let them fool you. That's what the scripture says is a beautiful marriage.
So thank you, Nick.
What'd you say?
I'm in
That's what
agreement
the
with what
scripture's
Nick
saying.
I didn't
says.
hear what Nick said.
He says that can be a marriage. If I
What she
a man
described?
like that.
that's what the Bible says is a proper marriage.
Yes, if
When I see you?
a man that
Yeah.
fits
When I
like
see
that, and when we're together,
they
we
did it
love
all
each
wrong
other,
then.
and then he does his thing, and I do my thing, and then we're together and we love. Yes, Yes,
And
I
they
can.
have their place, and I have my place.
I can. If the man is loving me and he's got my mind, like
Now I
he
gotta have
can
your
live.
mind.
No,
well,
that's how you got to do
He
it.
can live in another city, and I will be his, and I will go out and flit. You've seen me do it.
I don't
You
know what
see
you're
me
talking
sit
about.
here
Yeah,
and flit
yeah.
around and flirt and talk,
From what
and I ain't sleep with nobody.
From what I understood about women, I usually meet three kind of women. Usually, some women needs a man around them often.
Not me.
Some women need to just know where their man is at. Is he available? Right.
Yep.
And some women need space.
Yep. And
You need space.
and I need space, but I need to know. Think about it like this: when I grew up, my daddy wasn't there. Right, my
Are we going back
daddy.
to this?
Well, listen, Nick will understand. My daddy Ambrose was in the military, so he was gone a lot.
Right.
And my birth father didn't become full time in my life until I got older. So I knew that my daddy loved me.
Right.
But he was gone. And when he came back, Daddy Ambrose we're talking about, when he came back, I was a daddy's girl.
Right.
He always made me feel loved. So I'm very comfortable loving a man that just every so often he'll text me or call me or, we play on the phone some kind of
He's
way.
available
Can I ask you a
for you.
question?
If
And
something
then,
happen,
and
Right.
he's
Can I ask a question?
handling his business. Yes.
Can I ask a question? Let's say I was watching this one TV show, and they were remodeling the house, and there's a black guy and white girl, and he was ex-football player, and she said, well, he needs his own room because he snored. But whatever the reason is, so the guy came in to redo the house, and he did 2 master bedrooms. And then when they would do they fuck. But then when they were done, he would go on his side of the house in a room, and she would go on her side. Would you want something like that, or he could live somewhere?
I always wanted us to live either side by side or across from each other. But I would love if he had his
Y'all
own.
better follow that Bible,
Because
y'all.
in my
Listen
mind,
to Tangie.
I see, like he's in his place, I'm in my place, and I sneak over, and he sleep, and I, and
you go
get
back.
with him, and then I go on back. I go on back. Yes, I would love that. He
So
can
let's-
be
let's
his
think
full
about that.
self. I can be
So-
my full self.
You
We
could
can
be in
our
another
full
room,
self
and then we
together.
meet downstairs, eat, whatever.
Well, it couldn't be like a schedule.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying we have separate. We live in the same house. We have separate rooms. And I see you when hey babe, how you doing? I'm going to work, whatever.
But the thing that you're forgetting, because you have your own space, and you don't have to be in my space, oftentimes you're gonna want to be there.
No.
But if you don't,
Not if I did my
But
room.
if you don't, wonderful. I can go in because this is a problem that I have is when I'm in a relationship with a man, I don't talk to anybody on the phone while I'm with him. I give him I give my kids my attention. I give my man my attention. So I'd love for you to go to your room because then I can talk, then I can play, then I can read, then I can write, then I can paint.
So I just picked the perfect thing for you. So if you do find someone, you need 2 master bedrooms.
Or if we're going by the Bible, when he finds me.
When he finds you.
Or no, in the scriptures, my man got the woman had her own place.
That's what I want.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So
he had 5 wives, and he only stayed with one of them.
And I never thought that I could be with a man with other wives,
Changing your
but
mind,
I
Tangie.
could.
I'm trying to want to do
I could.
it. Come on over to this side, Tangie. You want to do it?
But the thing is, it has to be the right man.
What do you mean the
That's
right?
so important.
Just get in the room.
Because it couldn't be a man that's like, yeah, I got 5 hoes. No.
And look,
It
in the,
could-
rule,
How about
in the
bitches?
biblical rule, Tangie, is there's no 1 and 2s.
Biblical.
Yeah.
As a man, I have to respect each woman as I respect them. So I can't go, this is my first wife, so I got to treat her special. No, everybody got to be treated special. Everybody got to be treated how I treat them. That's the rules in
Yeah,
the good book.
treat
See how
me,
that good book,
take
that
care
good
of
book
me.
can do you,
'Cause
Tangie.
I can ride.
I think we narrowed it down.
I can ride
America,
for a couple of weeks.
America, look at this.
If it's good.
If you get a place across the street from Tangie,
And then
Get married.
Because if he's across the street, I can stand in the window and he can see me.
No, I'm
undressed.
doing something over there.
We can play all kind of
you
little
know,
fun.
days I ain't with you, I'm doing something else.
But Pops, on the real talk though, think about
I
it.
don't wanna
Any man out trying to build something in this society, you ain't at home.
No, you're not.
You're not at home no way. And if you are at home, your wife gonna be like, you probably need to be doing something. So in all honesty, that's why I feel like the biblical way works the best. I feel like, of course, there's a lot of BS. Like Tangie was saying, there has to be certain rules put in place. We have to do it the right way. Everything should be on the table. Equal respect for everybody. Everybody is open. The women do not need to be friends. They don't need to know about one another.
See, and that's probably and I haven't gotten
Respect
into
they
that,
mind.
but I can tell you this: I dated this one guy one time that when we were watching TV, if he talked about a girl looking good, it would grate my nerves.
Yeah, why would you do that?
But it was something about him, that brought that out. Now I dated another guy, and we could be together. He'd be pointing out women, and it'd be like, "Oh yeah, you like that, wouldn't you?" So it's
never-
something about how the man.
Gotta respect.
I know how
does it.
sensitive women are. I never took on that thing of going, now she
Right.
fine. Now, if I'm not around you, like I think Jill Scott is the end all be all. But if I'm around Michelle, she knows I like Jill Scott, but I don't just go, ooh.
But also women also know when you're
Michelle.
with your man and there's fine women around and he don't see none of
I
them.
don't see none of them.
Then we also know that now you looking at everybody.
Yeah, we BS.
Because it's like you
I
don't see
see 'em.
nobody.
I see him.
But what am I supposed to say? Oh, she fine? Oh, look at that
No,
dress.
I ain't gonna tap you like, yo,
we
baby,
have to
baby,
give you
baby.
a class for that later. But my children's father, man, he and I could be together, and the girl could come up and say, "Hey," and be talking to him, and he looks straight ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, like to the point where I'd be like, "Hi." He'd be like, "Them bitches don't need to meet you," and I'd be like, "Yeah, but that was rude."
That sounds like Ike.
So look,
Yeah.
Monterey B. Listen, this is the thing I do not like in the black community. So she says, "I like a part-time man, wealthy, and gives me a lot of space." Okay, this is the part I want to say.
Sounds like you, Tangie.
We always put the wealthy part
Why'd
in
I
there.
say wealthy?
No,
Well,
Tangie,
take the
no.
wealthy out.
We all, as a black community, we always put the
Yeah.
wealthy part in there because it's a misappropriation of what the scriptures is saying, right? Scripture says the man is to provide for his family as part of being a man. That provision is the guiding in wisdom. If you're a black man, the first thing you find out about a black woman is she do not need your money. That's the first thing because if you raised by a black mama, you realize that as a kid. A black woman do not need you to hustle for her or get her nothing. If one thing
we
she's
want our
proficient
own.
at, if one thing she's proficient at is getting money and hustling and finding a way. That is one thing she can do.
Well,
What
that's
she's
what I
not necessarily proficient at or she may need help with is those guidance things. Making solid decisions on something.
'Cause y'all know
Advice on something. Babe, what should I do with this? I need help. I need help. Maybe she needs you to contact the garbage guy because she doesn't know how to deal with the garbage disposal.
Could
being
you
broken.
get the car taken care of?
Contact the car guy because she's not too familiar
Do
with how
all
the
that
car.
stuff.
Right. Those.
Yeah.
That's the protection the scripture is talking about. So I know a lot of black women think it's money. That's called prostitution, sweetie.
You
And if you think that,
Wait, what?
and the scary part about that is this: when we put that part on there, it takes away from the good man. Because now you can say this: Floyd Mayweather would be the best man out there if we're going by this definition because he got 1,000 women, he paid for them all.
He's wealthy.
You understand?
Very
But he don't
wealthy.
provide any guidance for them. He's not sitting down dealing with those women' emotional problems. What's going on with their mother? What's going on with their little sister? He's not dealing, and that's the protection and provision you're supposed to
I
provide.
had a guy recently
That's
that
interesting.
likes me, and every time
a lot of dudes,
the way I met him is,
a lot of
you
dudes
know,
like you.
it is a lot. It is a lot because you know
She's
why?
Not, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping with him though, but I'm trying to open up because I keep hearing that there's a man out there for me, so I'm trying to open up.
Hear it or
But
not.
this particular guy, like when I met him, he said, I kept saying, "Well, nice to meet you. I'm gonna go sit down." He said, "Wait a minute, you don't believe me?" He put $100 in my hand. I said, "Oh, you don't have to do this." Okay, well, I'm gonna go. No, you still don't believe me. He put another $100 in my.
But what are we
So-
saying? You don't believe what?
So he said I didn't believe how much he liked me, so he kept giving me
Oh,
money.
got it,
So
got it,
that
got it.
night when he met me, he gave me a lot of money, and then he didn't even ask for my number. He gave me his number, and so of course I called him to say thank you. And then I probably
Did he hit?
seen him. No, but he said I ain't no faggot now, but
We can't use that word.
it's but you know why he didn't last. Because the money is not enough for me. I
What do you
needed.
need?
Well, like this guy was talking to me when he was defending Will Smith, and he said, "We'll protect you, and I'll protect you, Tangie. I'll punch out somebody." And I was like, "No, I don't need that kind of protection." Yeah, because black women haven't been protected. I said, "I don't need that kind of protection." He said, "I want you to feel safe." I said, "Listen, I feel safe with my daddy. My daddy has never fought anybody for me. You know what my daddy does? He calls me. He listens to me.
Oh,
He's there if I need him.
You know
if I
he ain't
have a
using
question about something, he has an answer. He lets me talk. He cracks jokes when I say something that's ridiculous. It's always easy. Like when I was talking about that vaccine, Daddy did the vaccine, and he said, "Well, baby, you know," he said, if it make all of us grow a thumb on our forehead, you be the only one with no thumb. You be looking crazy. You know, he talks to me in a way where I understand what he said, and I hang up the phone and I feel better. He talks to me about my kid. He doesn't talk at me. And that's how I feel.
I
I'm
talk
supposed to
at
pick
you?
up my daughter at 5
Wait,
o'clock.
before you, you know what's so crazy that you just said that before you leave, Tangie. When I was out trying to find a good woman, right?
Yes.
One of the most important things for me was to find a woman that was raised by her father.
Oh,
Because I understood that the way
This
I
is different.
communicate,
Yep.
It's different.
I don't want it to
Yeah.
be foreign to her.
Yep.
I want her to be comfortable around a man
Yep.
doing man stuff
So
at the house.
Yeah,
Ted
that's
is
very
late.
true.
So.
Yep, I'm late.
You 20 out. They
you
on
gotta
it's
go.
a teacher with her right now. Like, baby, she gonna be here. I promise you.
They standing on the corner. She's holding her hand. It's gonna be all right.
This is the last week of school.
Give your information.
Jesus.
Give your information.
Check me out, A.Laughs on IG,
gosh.
y'all.
All right, and Tangie, give your information.
I am Tangie Ambrose everywhere, and you can reach me at heavenhigh@tangieambrose.com if you want to send me a message after you go to my website, tangieambrose.com.
And Tangie, what have we learned?
What have we learned? We've learned that Speedy has smart children. We've learned that Nick has fighting puppies. We've learned that Vernon has a very different idea about the three wise men.
That's true.
That was good.
We've learned that if Alzheimer's runs in your family, don't use the Teflon cookware. Use the stainless steel or the ceramic. We've learned that if you go out with Arnez J, you might need some money, enough money for both of you.
All right.
We've learned that in some places, Sam's is a clubhouse, but downtown it's a titty club. We've learned that if we ever go camping with A-Dot, don't wake her up for nothing stupid.
Yes, thank you.
Bear.
Yes.
Yes, and while we're camping, if it's the weekend, don't bother Nick
Yep.
Yeah,
from sundown to sundown.
I keep the
That's
Sabbath,
true.
He's a
baby.
vampire.
We've learned that if I go to the movies with anybody on the Rollout show, it needs to be Nick.
Amen.
Yep, because he's going to be ready for me. And don't ask him no dumb questions about the movie because
Yeah, I don't know either.
he doesn't know
I'm watching
either.
it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've learned that Speedy lets his kids help with everything. He wants them to learn about everything except for unpacking.
That is true.
That's true.
We've learned that women are abusive too.
Yeah.
We've learned that Monique didn't know that D.L. Hughley's mom was in the audience. We've learned that you got to choose your programming, that you can have the marriage of your dreams, and it does not have to be the typical marriage. And remember this, y'all. A broken clock is right 2 times a day. And if that's not enough for you, please know that even a trash can gets steak every once in a while. I love y'all. And we learned that Tangie forgot about her child. Okay, I got to go.
Speedy is funny on everything. That's Speedy IZ funny on everything. Comedian Speedy on Facebook. Shout out to my partner in crime, Nick, my son.
Yeah.
And could not do the show with. I could do the show without him. But,
We out here. Shout out to Zaria for pulling up.
Yeah, Z-Money.
Oh, yeah.
And Rob-
Shout out
She
to
was
my
one of the
niece,
smart students.
Deanna. She
Okay.
FaceTimed me yesterday. Shout out to
love y'all,
DD.
y'all.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
yeah.
Love you. See you in a minute.
So if somebody see a kid with no mama, that's Tangie's
Hi,
daughter.
Tangie.
She on her way.
She on her way.
Your mama love you. She on her way. We out.